You can't hide forever!
Ah, yeah. Oh, Jesus. Went to move the microphone and almost nutted myself. Jesus Christ. Hi, how we doing? Hi, Hannah. How are you, Enclave? How you doing? And yes, I can hide. And yes, I will. Because PNG. PNG that's fricking appeared, but the game hasn't. Thank you. Jesus. Also, shut up, music. Christ. Hi, how we doing? Hoping I don't have issues with this, but I was having issues getting the game to actually show on stream. Ignore the fact it went silent. It silences when I tap out. But it took like 20 minutes just to get the game to actually like appear on the stream. It was slightly concerning, because it's the same exact settings I've used every other stream of this. Ooh, hello, before I do start. PlayStation Plus game catalogue titles set to arrive on Tuesday. Sandland Soul Hackers 2. Why does that sound familiar? Why does Soul Hackers 2 sound familiar? Soul Hackers 2. Oh, that was on my list at one point. That might be an off-camera game to play. Oh, yeah, it's the frickin' one of the Atlas series of games, like Persona and whatnot. I forgot about that. Because my brain always goes, oh, Persona, or was it Digital Devil Saga? Back on the PS2, that was really good, and I wish they did more of. Just in time for DBD's Five Nights at Freddy's, Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted Full-Time Edition will be added to PlayStation Plus. Battlefield 5 Stalker Legends of the Zone trilogy. Grand Blue Fantasy Versus Rising, Humankind. So if you're a Civ player, you might like Humankind. Story of Seasons: A Wonderful Life, Gloomhaven Mercenaries Edition. And in the classics catalogue, Battle Engine Aquila, which I have never heard of. Gloomhaven could be fun. I know the board game, or the card game rather. Also, if a whistle comes through on stream, I apologise. That annoying little brat that was blowing a whistle for like an hour straight yesterday mid-stream is again in their garden blowing a fucking whistle every second. Genuinely, if you have kids and you ever let your child sit outside making that kind of racket for that long, you should have them taken off you. Like, you should have them taken off you. Jesus fucking Christ, it's getting on my nerves. Like, it's not even like a quiet whistle, it's a very loud, shrill whistle. It's going straight through me. Ugh. I'm good. I'm awake. Although I'm somewhat disappointed. I bought a pack of 4 like make at home bubble teas a while back. Done 3 of them. They were all great, but they were the ones that came with like popping juice balls. The 4th one, because it was a pre-made set, it wasn't one, because usually the website I get them from, you can pick one of their packs as you can pick each one. So you pick the base tea, you pick whether you have a fruit tea or a milk tea and what flavour. You pick the bubbles or tapioca or jellies, etc. This one was a pre-packed one, preset one, so it was a lot cheaper. It was like, I think it ended up being £12 for 4, which for bubble tea is not bad. However, this was the last one that I deliberately left because I didn't like the look of it. It was a chocolate milk tea. I don't really like chocolate flavoured things because it always feels like, even if it's completely smooth, it feels like it tastes powdery. I don't know how to explain it otherwise. It tastes powdery. It just tastes like cocoa powder. And I'm correct, it does. It just tastes like cocoa powder. And unfortunately, the boba didn't quite cook very well, and the inside of them is still a little hard. So not a great start. Oh yeah, I might just go chuck it and get another drink. Yeah, I'm going to chuck it and get another drink. I'll be back in a second. I won't be long. Jesus. Oh, I think the most disappointing thing of that is that the freaking boba took 20 minutes to cook as it was, which was already more than it said it needed cooking for, and it still wasn't quite right. Right. Right, we left this in a very bad place. We've just gone to the third camp, everyone is ill, we've got no resources, so this is going to go swimmingly. This might literally be like a half hour and we're dead job. Not going to lie. Why do I have to scroll all the way up? Hello? Sorry, how long can this go on for? That's not even halfway. Jesus. So we have 17 fuel, 12 food, 3 frozen, 1 whatever the hell the green is. What was green? Malnourished? Oh, great. And I don't think we've got anything to even... we've only got 5 seals, which is 6 to either fuel or food. So 30 mats. Fuck. We're screwed! Christ. No worries, Hannah. Thank you for the lurk. It's appreciated. I hope you have a good day. Chances are if you come back late, we'll probably be over at George. So I'm pretty sure George's streaming today. So I think we'll raid over there. Depending on what time he starts and when I can be asked to play this still. I'm assuming we did the... No, we haven't done the request either. That might get us some food, maybe. We'll talk to all these first. We'll be holed up in here for quite a while. Aye, at least there's less work on our plates, but there's also less food on your plates. We should be careful with lamplight. Wouldn't be hard to set the canopy alight. And we certainly wouldn't want to be trapped underneath. Gloomy one, aren't you? Sorry, just cautious. Hold on. Where did we get all of this fabric from? And when did we rescue the frickin' lifeboat? Because I don't remember that. I have questions. Look at this. It's like we're under one big tent. That's because we literally are. Yes, I suppose so. So no more hunting then? For the foreseeable future, yes. Alright, here's hoping we have enough food to last us. We don't. Yes, let's. I imagine they'll give us something, like maybe ice fishing will pop up for us to get food, because we need something. I don't see how you would ever have enough food to be able to survive this. Like, we never had the option to really get much more food than we did. Under the canopy, it's almost cozy. If you ignore that it's colder than ever, yes, minus 46. Oh, I've just thought I don't have PNG on this, do I? I always turn it off so you can see everything in the bottom left. But screw my little Nightmares man. Which I didn't, honestly, when I bought that PNG, I did not know that the character in Little Nightmares was a guy with a bag on his head. I genuinely did not know. I'm pretty sure we already had Little Nightmares on the channel point routines when I switched us, but I didn't actually look thoroughly enough to notice what the main character looked like. Hello, Willow. Alright, you just eat and ignore me. Rude. Yeah, so when we start Little Nightmares, I already look like the character that's in it. It was a, I guess, pleasant surprise. What I wouldn't give to have a nice flask of hot cocoa at a time like this. Ah, why did you have to mention it? Now it's all I want. Nah, not if you had the one I just technically had, because it might as well have been a hot cocoa. I didn't have enough ice to make it completely cold, and it was not working. Ah, well, best save for home, eh? Sure. Hammond and Cordell. I can't remember who was or wasn't on my side when we switched to the third base. I'll have a double check in a sec. Where's the beasties? Earning their rest. Something they make a habit of in the coming weeks. I'm going to say, we don't need the dogs anymore if we're not going out hunting, so I can't see where they are. And you can finally afford a break from them. I'm only seeking a modicum of heat. Let's get used to it too. Long winter ahead. How cold does it get here? It's already minus 46. I can't see any hint of where the dogs would be. I mean, there's the sled, so I'm guessing... Do they live in here? Oh, they're here. Duh. Kennels. You tickle it behind the ears. Can I fuss them all? You stroke its head. You scratch its head. I don't know whether that's a good thing or not, but yeah, sure. Do we have fish? No. Wait, why would I need to feed them fish if we're not sending them out hunting? Are we going to find a way to continue the hunting? Oh, I need to check the thing. Hang on. Who's on my side and who's not? Loyal to Grimly, so you can stay freezing. Loyal to Grimly, safe. Wait, what? Who's Grimly on board with? Grimly. Not me. The old captain still. Junior, who is loyal to me. So they're at least on my side. So those three are not. And those four are. Grimly, so not on my side. Loyal to Kurt. Who's loyal to me, so you're on my side. Also on my side. Loyal to Hammond, who is loyal to me. Good. Sorry, that's Templeton, not Hammond. Where's Hammond? Loyal to me, that's fine. Loyal to Templeton, who is loyal to me, so that's fine. So, we're actually not doing bad as far as loyalty goes. It's basically just these three and the kid. And only because this guy fucking hates me. Because I stomped on his accordion. I remember doing that. Alright, take requests. Can we get something that involves getting food or fuel, please? See you later, have fun. Don't slap her if she's on one. Sorry, Tom's just going to work and he's already, like, he's going in to take over from the daytime staff. Daytime staff includes the chef. The chef has been in a shit mood all day and is blaming everyone for every tiny little thing, even though she's the problem. Like complaining that there was no prep done before she got in. Prep is done for the next day at the end of shift, before you go up, before whoever's in the kitchen leaves. So for example, when she leaves today, she will prep for whoever's taken over the kitchen tomorrow. So the prep is done before you come in. Otherwise, if you can't do it, or if it's the first day of the week, you have to do it before you start. But it's not a lot of prep, it's like an hour's worth at most. She got in and started complaining, like flipped out in the group chats on WhatsApp that no one had done any prep and that the kitchen was a shithole. It's like, well, the kitchen's not a shithole because Tom cleaned it down and Tom is thorough as hell. The prep isn't done because the last day the kitchen was open was Sunday. No prep done on Sunday night would be suitable to use on a Wednesday. So you have to do it before you go in. And it's kind of ironic because the only member of the kitchen staff who leaves the kitchen in a mess is the person who was complaining that it was a mess today. So Tom went off on her. I'm kind of waiting to see if I get any messages of what's happened when he gets there, if she's still there. Not you know, just to feed the stereotype of the gays loving a bit of drama when they're not involved. But I do love a bit of drama when I'm not involved. I'm not overly opposed to drama that I'm involved in. I've also noticed something with this new headset. It keeps pushing like the back of my hair backwards, so I keep getting a bundle of hair like just above my crown. When I went to the toilet on midstream yesterday, I looked like an onion. I genuinely looked like an onion with the way it bunches up behind my headset now. I can't wait to get a haircut next week. Junior. Well, Captain, sun won't be getting up for a while. And even if it does, we won't see it because we're under a tent. Welcome to our new home. This canopy ain't pretty, but she'll do us right. Better than being stuck out in that blizzard. That I believe we can all agree on. It's a strong one, aye. Worse than any I've seen. We'll have to keep an eye out for the rips on our upper canopy. Oh, fuck off. There's going to be rips on the canopy as well to deal with. Please no. I ain't got patience for this, man. I ain't got fuel or food. I'd be a right ratty bitch in this situation. Don't want the heat seeping out, or the cold ripping in. You see a single hole, you grab whoever you can to fix it. No comments from the peanut gallery regarding holes. Best we heed their warnings, Captain. This tarpaulin is old and has clearly seen better days. Captain, I hope you're becoming accustomed to our new setup. There'll be some time before we can leave this canopy. 21 weeks. You fucking what? I assume you've been taking track of the time. It's been 21 since we first set sail. So 18 more weeks until rescue. Hold on. It's actually been 21 weeks. How have I survived this long? Still have a great deal more time in this nightmare. Let's not refer to it as such in public, Captain. It would be terrible for morale. I'm not going to lie, Templeton. Can you... do you have eyes? I don't think me saying it's a bit hellish here is going to make a difference to morale. Morale is already fucked. I mean, it's not. We've actually managed to keep morale quite high. But overall, they know what's happening. They're not stupid. It's one thing I'll never... Like, on a me personally level, if I was in this kind of situation and someone was like being overly positive about everything's going to get better, everything's fine, we can do this, we can do that, that'd piss me off more than them being realistic. That would drop my morale more than them being realistic, personally. Because I'm not stupid. I'd be able to tell that shit was going down. I'd be able to tell we were like, genuinely in the shitter and that things are a problem. Don't lie to me. The winter will be long, but I feel it won't feel as such. Even thoughts can freeze out here, sorry. I think the weeks will pass before you know it. Just don't go for a piss at the coldest parts of the tent, otherwise it might freeze your penis. Still, you have been in command for quite some time now. It has made for interesting observation at the least. I'm genuinely going to go and scream at that frickin' child in a second. I'm not the biggest fan of children at the best of times. That child is getting on my nerves. I'm sick of hearing that whistle. It's been fucking 48 hours and it's just non-stop. What? Where are the parents? Do they have earplugs in? It's got to be loud as hell where they are. And you've been making your judgments, I take it. Templeton flicks through the pages of his notebook. Perhaps being truthful, telling the crew that Hunt was missing was the safe option. But I feel you should have taken a more definitive stance. Honestly, on that point, I do kind of agree with him, but that early into the issues, it was not the time. His loyalists hold on to false hope that he will come back for them. Also, yeah, we don't actually know that he's dead, realistically. All we know is that him and a few of the crew disappeared, and that one of the life boats also disappeared. So, for all we know, he's fine. Saying anything with certainty was sure to bite us in the end. A fair point, yeah. Because if we did say, oh, he's dead, and then he came floating back in, we're the twats. You know? Templeton flicks through the pages of his notebook. I must admit, while smashing the carpenter's accordion was not the most tactful method, it certainly put a stop to the songs of mutiny. Respect through fear is still respect, though now you will have to carry on that image. That shouldn't be an issue. We shall see. So I need to be a badass. Okay. I'm not sure how much I'm going to live up to that, but... okay. Oh, that's a much better drink. Tom bought a, is it Bottle Green? That do the cordials that are usually like elderflower and whatnot. There's a ginger and lemongrass one. Oh my god, that's nice. That's really nice. Damn. Like, nice enough that I might drink the entire bottle of cordial before the end of stream. It is a shame we were not fully prepared for the leopard seal attack. Why are we going backwards all of a sudden? You've just gone through, like, the time frame of your notes, and then we've gone all the way back to the first event. More or less. That incident has weighed heavily on my mind ever since. Next to his notebook. It'll be a long time before winter clears, but when it does, we will be closing in on our rescue point, which is also the last known location of the Viscount, if you may recall. I wonder if Hunt was still heading in that direction. Hunt? No, I doubt that. The man had little faith in the expedition. I wonder. Do you still hope to find the Viscount? No matter, we've spoken enough. Best we get back to work. I don't have any hope. I just hope that we get... Apart from my hope, we find food. And fuel. Because we have none. Legitimately none. Is that the same compass you carried in your third film? Indeed it is. I'm surprised you're able to pick up on those details. Well, I have seen them quite a few times. Also, isn't Kasha the photographer? I would imagine, like, paying attention to details is kind of their thing. My family purchased a print of Through the White Wastes for private screenings, so I'm quite accustomed to it all. Honestly, that just sounds like porn to me. Through the White Wastes? Ah, you must have been this tall when that film came out. Maybe shorter. That canvas pack of yours, that must be 30 years old by now. Aye, I know to keep my equipment well maintained. You're the same, aren't you? Of course, I'd never let my trusty camera even get scratched. You know, we barely had a budget for that first film. Most thought the idea was set for disaster. I had to get the sponsorship of Tinned Beans to even get that expedition off the ground. Ironic, considering our current expedition is being funded by Tinned Peaches. I remember those adverts. Newspapers ran them for quite a while, in fact. I had some newspaper clippings for research, building a portfolio. I think one of those adverts is in this folder. Why would you need so much research? Seems a little bit much for one expedition. Well, this is for something else. And that is... Well, it's somewhat shameful to admit, but I keep record of some historical figures that I have hopes on one day, well, writing a biography on. A biography? Yes, I know I'm getting ahead of myself, but I like to be prepared for projects that are in the realm of possibility, maybe. I would like to see that. A historical figure, eh? I would say you fit the criteria. Flattering, but it does make me sound old. You are. Can I do anything? Oh wait, I can send people out still. Well, that was kind of deceiving, isn't it? Fine then, scouts. Oh, you're freezing. No, I don't want to take you out. Penguins, gimme. Actually, we'll just do two, because I might... hang on, let's scout somewhere else first, because if I can find something bigger, I'd rather hunt for that first. Such as. We'll send everyone there. Okay, and then... I mean, I don't want to send one person hunting, because I can't send them, they're frozen. I need to heat them up first. Wait, can I do that first? Oh, everyone's going to be frozen, though. Because I don't have enough to feed the furnace and put food in. How many frozen do we have? Okay. Frozen. How many frozen do we have? There we go, they're all sorted. And then if I send... malnourished person over to here... Who was it? You. They should then be okay to use next week. However, more people are going to get ill because I can't fucking feed them. And heat them. Ugh. Let's do 3 of this. 33 is not enough for one day. That sucks. 2 here. So there isn't... I mean... Okay, we'll send them all out. I have to just keep them all in and heat them all the next week. I'll have to. I need the stuff. Oh, I don't have enough dogs. Okay, well that's that day done. Let's see how many people are screwed for the next day. Hey Shiro, how you doing? Pretty soon everyone dies and Bert will only be able to harvest their body parts to eat. I mean, if it comes to that, we'll have to do it. The crew have their meal. Return to their posts, the long dark continues. You can choose who to spend your evening with. 2 Johns and Mr. Zack, Kurt, Templeton and Cordell, Nutley and Grimley. Grimley's the one that I need to realistically make friends with, but these two are 2 of the ones that I've... Oh, fuck me, there's a hole. You, fix the hole. Oh, fuck, you need 4 people. I don't have 4 people, I only have 3. Shit. Well, that's not fair. It didn't tell me I'd need 4 people to fix a feckin' hole. Well, that hole's just going to have to stay there and freeze people. Right. Thinking of going for a stroll? What? You were staring at that exit for a while there. Oh, right. Are you alright? Yes. It's going to be a long winter, isn't it? Should be. And the food we have now will have to last us, right? What are you getting at? Well, nothing. Nutley scurries off, returning to his tent. Okay. You see that, Shaw? Something's up with the doctor. I don't like it. Can I go talk to him? I'm good, how about you? I'm good. Just attempting to not die within the first hour of stream because I did not have any resources when we moved into the 3rd area. Pets Hotel. When Steve decides to wake up. Pets Hotel. I think I've seen that one before. Honestly, I might actually just add that to my... Oh, it's only a frickin' $5 currently. I might grab that. This is a off-camera chill game. Thing as I did just finish, Clair Obscur, which, if anyone is into RPGs, particularly turn-based or, like, just any RPG, if you're an RPG fan, Clair Obscur, Expedition 33, you need to try it. You need to try it. It's on Game Pass if you don't want to pay the full price, but it's worth the full price. It is so good. How many hours did I spend on it in the end? Bearing in mind, I've only done the first run through. I've left it there. 40 hours. So 40 hours for the base game. That's without doing a chunk of side stuff. So that's probably about 60 hours with the side stuff. And there is a New Game Plus to add more stuff. And difficulty. It's very good. Is something on your mind? Oh no, I was just planning to get an early night. Oh well, good night. Yes. You're being weird. I don't like it. I don't like that he's being weird. So they said I could pick someone to spend the night with. How do I do that? Whatever. How bad is shit gonna go? We can't manage the bare minimum for anything. Oh god, fuel we would need... Holy shit, we would need 72 to get the heat where we need it. Holy fuck. What do we need food on? 48. Fucking hell. 3 crew members will develop freezing. 1 will become malnourished. Well, that's shit, considering half of them that I just sent out to gather food will also come back frozen. And they didn't even get that much. Let's just watch all of these freezing people pile up here. Bearing in mind I can only get heal 4 at a time. I like how the child became malnourished. So all those adults didn't share their food with the child. Oh, we skipped from 21 to 24. Okay. Sure. Mr. Templeton, you wouldn't happen to have a spare pen, would you? Excuse me. It's so cold, the ink in my own froze up. I'm afraid I have the same issue. Blast it, I'll have to warm it up by the furnace then. How are the mutts doing? Overstimulated, bored, and cramped. They will grow used to it in time. What is the state of the boiler? Cramped, but it works. Nobody's dying yet. Good to hear. Though I heard that one howling through the night. Stanbury? I doubt that. Stanbury is remarkably well behaved. Low bar for those animals. Better behaved than most of the crew. Again, low bar. I've had to make a more concentrated effort to track the days of late. By my estimate, we're not even a third of the way through. Oh, fuck you. Yes, I wonder if this... English. I wonder if there will indeed be rescue waiting for us at the end. Jesus, I've only just started bloody stream. Come on. Harriet, now isn't the time for doom and gloom. It's time for freezing yourself to death. Of course, but I can't help but think of the Viscount. The Viscount? Yes, I'm certain they expected rescue to arrive as well. It's a good point. The ship that we're going to look for was also in a similar predicament, and they just died. You notice anything about the Doc lately? Since winter started, he seems off. More than usual. Aye, I think we should have words. I'll go check on him in a minute. Mate, I'm losing track of the days. You're not alone there. Can you believe we've been holed up here for 3 weeks already? 4 weeks, actually. Shit, you're joking. Afraid not. Shit. We can't talk to the doctor. Okay, well, you need to heal the malnourished child. Thank you. I don't know how you're doing that without any resources, but yeah, sure. Okay, you apply more to food, so you can go in the food. That's still not enough food, but, you know. And then you need to increase the heat, but I need to do this twice so that I get 4 people fixed. Fucking UI, come on. Okay, so we now have 3 people frozen. Malnourished will be healed, but the 3 frozen will not be. So they're going to get frostbite, which is going to be a problem. Furnace, you can have the 5 of those, so you get 30. Which still doesn't do it anywhere near enough. Nowhere near enough, Jesus. Requests. I've had it, I've had enough. Night after night, week after week, those salters. Sorry. Isaac, some decorum, please. Apologies, but I cannot take their presence any longer. Loud, disruptive, and the mess they leave behind after dinner. I just want some peace and privacy. Is that too much to ask? I assume salters is referring to the seafaring folk. I assume that's their kind of slur for them, essentially. Captain, I implore that you relocate me to another tent, anywhere else, as long as it's away from them. We're a crew. If you can't live peacefully with the sailors, you'll have to learn. Oh, it didn't drop my loyalty with him, but it raised mine with him. I'll take that. Learn? Captain, please. Captain Shaw is right. We are working together. A little professional conduct will go a long way, Mr. Isaac. Right, apologies. Yeah, piss off, bitch. I don't care. Be demoralised, not my problem. Captain, hate to do this, but do you mind moving me to a new spot? Oh, for fuck's sake, I can't say yes to you when I said no to them. It's getting awfully cold and these old bones are starting to crack. I'm not owed special treatment, but I'd like to be moved closer to the boiler for warmth. To be fair, I can't really deny that in the same way as I did the other one. I see no problem with that. You may move immediately. I mean, that's just neutral for him, but it's a plus for Junior? Why did I get plus for Junior from that? Thank you, Captain. The winter's been harsh. Oh, for fuck's sake. Captain, do you mind if I move to a different tent? Worried about the boiler. I'd like to be on hand in case of an emergency. See that? Yeah, like him and the previous one, there's a reason to move them. The first one was just, people are loud. Which I get. I hate loud. But in this kind of situation, deal with it. Misfit of Demon King Academy. Sorry. Never heard of it. Granted, every time I load up Crunchyroll, I'm like, I've never heard of 99% of these. What the fuck? Oh, we just moved fucking old bitch to there. Well, sorry. What? He isn't even an engineer. Why should he be placed next to the boiler? I knew I should have asked sooner. That's my fault. I won't complain. What demoralised? Oh, fuck's sake. Sure, Templeton. We need to do something about Arthur. Arthur? The doctor. Right, Dr. Nutley. What do you mean, Grimly? Since winter started, he seems unwell. I think the pressure is starting to get to him. Surprised to see you coming to us with this issue. I didn't take you to show concern to a high-class landborn. He's a good lad, means well. Besides, he's part of the crew. Hunt picked him out. Well, it's no secret that the good doctor carries a nervous temperament. Do you think it's beginning to affect his own health? I'm not alone. Junior, Belford and Darling all think so too. And it's quite noticeable. Damn. Hi Anna, how you doing? What did you get? What did you fish? Ooh, a Napoleon. Nice. Worry, Grimly, I'll have words with him. Good. Better sooner than later talking to him. Lad's barely hanging in there. Fine, we'll go talk to him now. Jesus. Captain Templeton, I heard through the grapevine our good doctor was having a spot of bother. Indeed, you may just be able to help. Shiny crab roller, nice. Which genuinely, until I went through all the files to put them on that, I forgot crab roller existed. I forgot that was a Pokemon. I know most of Pokemon, like, off the top of my head, but I genuinely forgot crab roller existed. You know the boy well, don't you? I should say so. How long have we been on the ice together now? Then you may just be the right man for the job. We're concerned by the doctor's temperament. He's slowing down in his work and may threaten stopping altogether. To be fair, there is a lot of crabs. There's Crabby Kingler. There's Corfish Crawdaunt. There's those two, Crabrawler and Crabominable. If you spread out, like, go a little further into other types of crabs and lobsters and things, you've also got, like, Clauncher and Clawitzer, Crustle and Dwebble. I want to say there's another pair as well. That's not coming to mind, but there's at least 7. How did I get 7? They're all pairs. 8. Must be 8. Like, damn. There is a fair few. And yet we still don't have a starter that's a crab. I'm just saying I want a starter that's a crab. I need to breed... breed? Jesus. I need to feed the crab religion in other games. His own health comes before his work, wouldn't you agree? Both are a matter of grave importance. You will speak with him then. I'm afraid that might be beyond me. It's a captain's duty to consult the crew. Right you are, but it's not just that. I've spoken to the lad quite a bit, but I've never made it through to the boy. A tough nut to crack. I might not have the right disposition for it. Too soft, I'd say. Excuse me? You treat him too softly. The young man's a doctor. He does not need to be handled with gloves. I would disagree based on what we've seen of Nutley, but sure. What he needs is someone to remind him of the duty behind his role, no sugared words. The boy's temperament is hanging by a thread and you want Shaw to approach with a saw? You said it yourself, the gentle method proves ineffective. I said no such thing. There's no use arguing this, we'll see what fares best when I have words with the man. Understood, I suppose what presents itself in the moment is best. No good playing with hypotheticals, is there? I trust your judgment, Captain. Best leave the talk until after dinner. No need to interrupt his work further. Please let me know how you fare. Best of luck. Probably badly. Probably badly. Oh my... Fuck off with the holes! I can't send people out and patch up the holes because you need 4 per friggin' hole. Right, well the people who are already fucked in one way or another... Wait, why are you locked? Oh, I already put you in the thingy, didn't I? We'll send you there, you there. Oh, I was hoping that would be both. Yeah, I literally can't do anything here. Like, I need to go get food, but then I don't have anyone to do the holes, and I can't do both at the same time. You need to go speak to someone, get rid of the demoralization. If I'm going to get food, I need at least 1 scout. This is fucking... Oh, fuck. Have I just used the ones that I need for the... Fuck! Well, if you're frozen and you stay in it. Because we had holes. Oh, I hate this so much. There are not enough people. There is not enough fucking time. I'm not sure if it's even worth it. Would that even give us enough to do a damn thing the next day? I don't think it would. I was meant to ask Mr. Templeton, what precisely is your area of expertise? Botany. Odd. How so? Botany is the study of plants, correct? Not an abundance of plants out on the ice. The meteorologist, the biologist, I understand, but why were you chosen? I have a much wider range of knowledge outside of my field. I was chosen to be the head scientist of this expedition. By the benefactor, correct? Yes. Which reminds me, just who is this benefactor of yours? I asked Hunt often, but he would always avoid the question. He avoided most of what was asked of him. You asked many questions, Miss Belford. Exactly what Hunt said. You seem adamant not to answer. I do not see it as relevant information. Everything is relevant, Mr. Templeton. You can only hide secrets for so long. We will see about that. Grips and Dick. They definitely chose those names deliberately because they're always together. Grips and Dick. About a quarter of the way into winter by my count. You have a different count by any chance? No. Damn, was hoping you'd might. Was hoping you were, you know, saying we were further along, but we're not. You need the demoralized person that I didn't send out. And that's pretty much all I can do, isn't it? Because I have no fucking stuff. The crew have their meal, and after the meal, we all go to sleep, and all of us will be frozen, malnourished, demoralized, or dead. I'm pretty much sure the entire crew will be fucked after this. Because I don't think there's anything else I can do here. You could choose who to spend an evening with. Well, obviously Nutley, because... yeah. Ah, Captain. Is there an issue? The crew are worried about you, Arthur. Oh, right. Captain, I must apologise. For what? I know I'm not what you would have asked for in a ship, Doctor. I'm nervous, my mind is often scattered, and the sight of blood, well, it makes me faint. Hardly qualities befitting a surgeon, are they? You're a fine surgeon nonetheless. Captain, there's something I must confess. The reason Hunt took me on against all other candidates is because of my father. Your father? Yes. Well, you see, my father was Hunt's barber. Sorry. They were quite friendly and, well, my father called in a favour. What the fuck? Some favour that proved to be. Who would sign their son up for this work? I mean, well, my father was so proud when I took this expedition, believed it could finally toughen his boy up. He was always obsessed with that, and no matter what I did for him, it always came back to how tough I was, or wasn't. But you see how well that works, can't you? I've had no issue with your work. There's no need to protect my self-worth. I know where I stand. Some of the crew has been quite kind to me. Too kind. But whether it's harsh words from Templeton or pats on the back from Kurt, their eyes are all the same when they look at me. A burden, a mouth to feed. So, prove them wrong. But I don't believe they are. I've tried, but I have to accept it. My cowardice leaves me a drain on the crew's resources. Selfishly so. Perhaps it's better of me to... Oh god, I don't fucking know, because any of those could lead to him just reacting badly and offing himself, because that sounds like where he's going. And we could do with not losing our only doctor. Fuck me. That feels like a no, because he's already had time to think. We've been here a while. Stop this, you're talking nonsense. Thank God for that. Oh, right, of course, you're right. I suppose I've been acting foolish. Now isn't the time to lose my nerves, or remained of them. I'm sorry for worrying you. Nutley walks off, making his way back to his tent. Clearly much is on the doctor's mind. Swear to God. Like, I would... No judgment. Like, I would be fucked in this kind of situation. I would not be doing well either. But goddamn, can you not? Can you not, sir? Like, doctor is kind of important at this point, because we're struggling as it is. Captain, I have heard mutterings among the crew that have raised concern. It would appear that our rations of tobacco are finally running dry. I didn't know we had rations of tobacco, because if I did, we'd have been throwing it on the feckin' furnace. Like, just breathe the smoke in. We need the heat. The crew have already been on edge since the beginning of this winter. I doubt this will improve matters. Mr. Hammond and the sailors have been awfully fond of the leaf. I have even spotted them trading some of their food rations for more of it. Ridiculous, I know. Never understood why tobacco was included amongst the tin rations in the first place. A waste when we could have included more food. I doubt the crew will agree with you. I don't give a fuck, to be honest. Look at the situation we're in. Do you need a smoke or do you need to fucking live? If you ask the sailors, no doubt they would credit it as a key to their survival. A lot are quite addicted to it. A simple plant carries so much control over them. Personally, I never much cared for it. I tend to avoid any substance that could affect my body chemistry. Still, I have an odd respect for the leaf. There is something admirable about a plant that can steer human behaviour so strongly. No wonder our benefactor saw it wise to supply them in abundance. I've heard the sailors complain about the quality of the tobacco, yet they'd smoke away regardless. It's almost amusing, isn't it? Their remarks on quality are no surprise. Certain concessions must be made in the name of production, after all. Just as they funded this expedition, so too have they funded countless ventures, countless discoveries. That's how their business operates. Do you believe they were simply fortunate enough to have peaches grow in their back garden? I mean, kind of. It seems to me they make their living stealing from others. You can stick that loyalty, because that is literally how that comes across. Like, same for any tobacco fucking company, quite honestly. Stealing? Tell me, Captain, who should claim sole ownership over a fruit? Wasn't talking about the fruits. It's in their very nature to disperse and multiply. Would you prefer they remain solitary on an island until they die out? You may have your doubts, Captain, I understand that. Do I approve of your eagerness to mine natural resources to sell them off at the cost they do? No. When did I show eagerness about that? Like, hello? However, I also understand that commodification, what a word, is the vehicle to scientific study. I have all the money I need to research these plants. I have seen several breakthroughs and discoveries that would not be possible without their financial aid. If in return I must provide them with a commodity to mass produce and sell off, then so be it. I consider that a mutually beneficial arrangement for all involved. Sure, but there's still bad involved, but we'll just agree to kind of disagree. I see where you're coming from. The good outweighs the bad. Just got it back instantly. I'm glad you understand. I find the nuance of the arrangement is lost on most. I apologise, Captain. It's not like me to ramble like this. I suppose the tension of this winter has begun to affect me as well. Perhaps a cigarette would help even myself. Or perhaps I simply need a good night's sleep. Good evening, Captain. Yeah, go to bed. Jesus. Why are you so pressed up against that lamp? I'm trying to read. It's too dark for anything like that. Missing your home, aren't you? Wherever that is. Not long now. We can hope. You can hope, but it's definitely delusion. 2 Johns, wait till you hear this. The winter's finally taken Tucker. Sorry. What now? It's nothing. Man's so lonely he started talking to the woman on the tin cans. Honestly, that would be me. Not the women, but if there's one with a man on it, you know. Rather than the frickin'... Actually, I wouldn't eat. I'd be fine. I'll find someone who's a bit desperate, you know. We'll frickin' sort our own warmth out. We're good. She's got an elusive look. It's a bloody drawing, Tucker. But what's her story? Once upon a time, someone needed to put a face on their tin peach can. The end. Don't take Tucker to one of them galleries. He'll lose his bloody mind. We're not even halfway through the winter yet. Oh, goddamn. I can't really do anything else, can I? Everyone's busy. Yeah. So we just skip and hope we don't lose literally everyone, because I think we're going to lose someone here. There's a good chance. If we don't outright lose them, we're going to... Oh, okay, we managed to avoid malnourish issues. Just, but we are definitely going to have way more freezings. And if it hits those 3, they become frostbitten, which is a problem. Three seals, that's all we got. Fucking hell. Fuck. Ugh. I mean, avoiding malnourishment was a better option, but that still did not go well. We've got nothing to put in the cooking pot or the fuel, and we are literally out of food. So it's not going well. Right. So...
New subscriber! Cool!
Gay, I'm at work but popped in to say hi and go damn been here over a year. You joking, love it here.
What do you mean, gay? How dare you assume? Hi Loldie, I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for the resub, 'tis appreciated. 14 bloody months. 14 bloody months. And 13 streak. Jesus. Sorry, let me just note that down. Also, FYI, anyone that's noticed that I haven't had the chili bean notification come up. Eventually, I'll get a new pack. The ones that I had were out of date. They're not edible. Well, they probably are edible, but they're all basically the same heat, which kind of defeats the point. So I am keeping track of the subs. There is 1 queued, and we are on 3 towards the next one. But we'll do the beans when I manage to get some more, which will be a minute, because holiday. I don't have the money. I don't have the money. But thank you for the resub, Loldite. It's appreciated. Hope you're having a good day. What was it doing? Distracted. Oh, yeah. Who's frostbitten? You, get... I hate the fact that that bugged and it just doesn't show that one on here, but they are there because it's now locked. And we'll use those to instantly cure those 2. Oh, forgot I can't put more people, because there's more people as another frostbitten. Well, the scientists can get some more of those so that we can do an insta-heal on people. You can have the demoralized person. Oh, I need you though. You know what? Now you can deal with it. That just knocks. Demoralize isn't the worst thing in the world. It's not the worst thing in the world. We'll deal with that. We'll deal with that. What we do need to do is I need them to do this. Fuck's sake, UI, come on. Thank you. There we go. So no one's freezing. We've got one frostbitten and one demoralized, which we can kind of deal with. However, everyone's going to be screwed the next day, the next week, because I literally have no food and no fuel. Whoops. Tapped out by mistake. Late for work from oversleeping, but boss didn't notice, so I'm chilling trying to catch more streams again. Though I miss it. God damn. How dare you be late for work? Glad that your boss didn't notice, but how dare you be late for work? Although I feel that. I don't remember the last time I was on time for work, but I don't technically have a set time for work, so it's not much of an issue for me. But yeah, I haven't seen you in streams for a while. That is a good point. That's been a hot minute. How dare real life interrupt the internet? Oh, what do I do with these? They're 6 for food or 6 for furnace. But I don't think 18's going to be enough for either to do anything. Like, that's not enough. That doesn't do anything for me. Mr. Hammond, in my hands is a write-up I've been working on over the winter, intended for our benefactor. It will be good for you to have a look over the material. Let me know if there's anything missing. Aye, sure thing. Wait, which one's Hammond? Without dripping oil everywhere if you can. My research is quite important. Oh, he's the mechanic guy, isn't he? And my work isn't. Excuse me. Ooh. I have to clean and work, more like let me enjoy my internet time. Literally same. Literally same. Although, it doesn't interrupt, my work doesn't interrupt internet time, but it's like, I'd rather just have the internet time, I'm not gonna lie. I'd rather not have to go to work at frickin' 1 AM. Actually, no, it does interrupt internet time, because I keep having to sleep. I keep streaming and then having to sleep before work, so I can't watch anyone else's stream, because I'm either streaming or asleep. So, yeah, same. They should just pay us to spend time on the internet. Who needs to work? Money's fake. Money is literally fake. It's made up. Fucking consumerism. And my work isn't. Of course it is. Could you attempt to clean your hands at least? With what? Bloody ice water? I'm certain I have a cloth somewhere. Here, take this as your own. Aye, thanks. That hand cloth was actually embroidered by... I don't care. Honestly, Hammond is me. Does not give a fuck. Take requests. Who wants something? Captain, could you move me to a new tent? I'm stuck with my da all winter. I thought it proper to place you with family. I'm not a child. You most certainly are. Well, I don't need him looking over my shoulder all the time, sir. You need your own space, then. Aye. It's quite the hassle to move people at this stage. Can you not wait it out? Fine. How much longer is left of winter anyway? Best you not know. I'm not moving you for a silly reason like that. You don't need that. You actively don't need that. Answer caffeine, but that costs money and you need to work for money. It's a fake-ass concept called money. Literally. Like, I need money to get taxi to work. I need money to buy energy drink to deal with work. I barely make enough money to pay for those. Like, fuck me. Money is a pain in the ass. Minimum wage is even more of a pain in the ass, because, oh woo, it went up 6%. That does not help when bills went up more than 6%, government. Literally every single bill that we have got in this flat went up way more than 6%, but minimum wage only went up 6%. Very helpful. Captain Templeton. Mr. Higgs? Ah, call me Tucker. Mr. Higgs is fine. Is there something you require? Must be nerve-wracking in here all day. Well, I say day. Can't tell what time it is anymore, can you? I suppose not, but must fry your head, Captain, does it? What, Templeton? He can be quite the bother, yes. I made him quite loyal to me. It doesn't matter if I lose a little bit of loyalty from Templeton at this point. I'd bet. Mr. Tucker. Ah. Higgs. Mr. Higgs. Did you come here with a request or not? The day barely exists anymore. Nothing to do around here but pass the hours. So you have nothing to request? No. You've simply come here to make idle chatter? Aye. Nothing better to do. Captain? You should embrace this free time while you can. It won't last. Go play cards with the others. It'll be the 50th game this week, Captain. But I'll not keep you from your work any longer. Honestly, I would also be a bit of a loose end. Because, like, I'm not going out hunting. You're not getting anything out of me. Like, I would not be beneficial for this. I suppose I could help look after the dogs, but... fucking screwed otherwise. It seems the winter is beginning to take its toll on the crew. We should take great care to ensure they keep their minds active, and we still have a good deal of winter to work through. Also, ads are coming in, so before I talk to Yorick, we're going to run the ads, because, damn. Came here to waste my time? Yeah, duh. Honestly, he would be me. Like, I'd be a mix of him and the engineer who's just like, I don't care, move away from me. Just leave me alone. But yeah, ads are coming in for anyone not subbed or turboed. I will carry on as soon as they finish, and it gives me a bit of time to catch up on Twitter and stuff. Oh, 10 tweets. What the fuck? What have I missed? Oh, lovely little bit of Switch 2 info. So when the Switch 2 like specs, etc., got posted everywhere officially, like by Nintendo, it included what's it called? Freaking variable refresh rate on docked mode. It has officially been removed from every listing. So originally it said that there would be variable refresh rate over HDMI while docked. Not anymore. It's been removed from everything. Like, was officially confirmed, and then they've took it off. They've removed it. Which is kind of interesting considering the Switch 2 is already receiving a bit of flack for various things. Why would you do that? I'll go back to work now, try not to freeze everyone to death. I can't promise this. They're already basically fucked. I've got no food or fuel. They're fucked. Well, thank you for popping in and for the resub. I hope you have a good day at work. I say that, you know, no one enjoys, well, no one should enjoy work. But hopefully it's not too bad. Like, work shouldn't be enjoyable. If you're enjoying making your money, there's something going on. Something's wrong. Ooh. So, for anyone that hasn't seen, Assassin's Creed posted there's a new quest in Assassin's Creed Shadows that's a Dead by Daylight crossover. I don't know what that entails, but there is a Dead by Daylight quest coming in Assassin's Creed Shadows on May 27th. So that's Dead by Daylight related content in Assassin's Creed, not the other way around. However, on the image that they use for it, it's by a campfire, and you can see the two main characters from Shadows, Yasuke and the Kunoichi, whose name I don't know how to pronounce, next to the fire. I wonder if they're going to give us legendaries in DBD. I would love that. That'll be a fun little, like, out of nowhere thing. Yeah, there's a few people speculating we might end up getting skins in DBD from Assassin's Creed. But if the collaboration's with Shadow specifically, it's only going to be skins from Shadow, so it's not like we're going to get Ezio or anything like that. Oh shit, yeah, there's a bunch of skins coming tomorrow, isn't there, with 2v8? Did I want any of them? Do I want any of them? What were the ones coming? I know it was Ghostface's crow-looking thing, which I actually quite like. I've seen a load of people kicking off that it's a Ghostface mask that's a different animal. It's like, we had the cat mask and nobody fucking batted an eyelid. But because it's a different thing that isn't cute, it's a bird, everyone's complaining about it. Like, shut the fuck up. Dead by Daylight collections. What were the ones coming tomorrow? Alongside Ghosty. Oh, so yeah, if you didn't see it in the Discord, I posted it. 2v8 starts again tomorrow. Like, Jesus Christ, give us some fucking downtime. Oh yeah, it's the one with the like weird little ghost animals all over it. So you've got there's a really ugly looking Legion skin that's got little ghost mice all over it, or rats, one of the two. There's a Yunjin feathery outfit. I can't see any animals on that one, but it's quite feathery. Oh, it's the one with the Gabe. Oh, I wanted the Gabe. I don't like the hair. It shouldn't be straight hair. It makes no sense for Gabe to have straight hair, but I really like the jacket. It's got a little like ghost turtle coming out the pocket, and the shoulder area is like ghost. It's like a turtle scales, like the top of the shell. Plus, he's also got a. Is that a piercing? It might have a like. I don't know what that piercing's called, but it's like under the lip, middle of your chin, under the lip. It's actually quite cool. I'm hoping the Ghostface one isn't a linked set, because I quite like the mask, but I don't really care for the rest. Would like the Gabe as well. If we do stream DBD at all this week while 2v8's on, or next week, it'll most likely just be killer, to be fair. I don't know how much I can be asked with the Survivor side of it. Right, Yorick. Captain Shaw. Oh, goodness. What? You're out of breath. Calm yourself. Is it an emergency? Well, this might sound mad. Out with it. I saw it, clear as day. I looked out into the snow and I saw it. What? The Banweir. Well, Captain, next order of business is... I'm not joking, I know it sounds mad, but I saw it. 12 feet tall, covered in thick, bushy white hair. I'm sorry, was it a fucking polar bear that was, like, stood up? No such creature exists, the winter has clearly gotten to you. Or was it a tree? Was it a tree that's just snowed all over? I thought my eyes were playing tricks on me too, but what if they weren't? What if there's a beast like that? If we caught it, it could feed us for 3 winters, no 4. You are not suggesting a winter hunting party. We won't travel far, Captain, think about it. I mean, if it's potential for us to get some fucking food... I'd rather give it a go. As long as you don't wander off into the blizzard. Don't worry, we'll keep it safe. The unexplored winter, who knows what we might find. Nothing but death and ruin, this is ridiculous. 2 Johns Tucker, Cavity and Runtstar have been... Why is it Runtstar? Why does he not have a fucking name? Why is the kid more important than his dad? It's a little bit rude, if you ask me. Why is there another hole? That was not there before. Great. Let's just spend the day doing nothing, because I can't send anyone out. I don't have any people. I literally have 2 people that aren't busy. And they're both scouts. I mean, I guess I'll just send the scouts out to check for the next day, but that's kind of shit. The fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Large game. What the fuck is it? Sea lion? Oh my god, that was a fucking... Is it elephant seal that have the big bulbous nose and they freaking inflate their bits and... Ugh, it's horrible. They're also fucking evil to each other. Well, that's all I can do today regardless, so let's just... I guess feed the furnace with what I've got. Everyone's going to have to go a week without food. Sorry. But I have no other option. I have nothing. You done with that book yet? Almost. Do you want to trade? Alright, but you'll need to send it back to Mr. Zack when you're done. Okay, and you have to return this to Dr. Nutley. Just everyone's trading their books. Fair enough. Oi, old man. Today's your birthday, isn't it? Surprised you still know what day it is. But aye, these old bones grow even older. Damn. I can't imagine what surprise you have planned. I actually asked Grimly to carve a wooden whale for you before we set off. Oh? And where is it? It went down with the ship. Well, it's the thought that counts. Whale. Oh, God. How absolutely fucked are we? You can choose who to spend your evening with, but we don't actually have an option because there's one person. As you step out of the tent, you notice Nutley approach. Captain, I've been thinking a great deal over the last while. I want to thank you for speaking to me when you did. I needed that. I have certainly made this expedition more difficult than I had right to by my previous cowardice. For that I am sorry. Nutley, not a single one of the crew has doubted you. We owe you a great debt. I wonder how my father is doing. On the other side of the world, I wonder if he's thinking of me. My mother and my sister too. There's so much I must return to. He pauses for a moment before presenting you with an envelope. Captain, if I fail to make it back to the world, would you be able to bring this letter to my father? Why is there an option to open it? Like, sure, I will, because if you make it back, you can just tell them. If you don't make it back, I have the letter. That's, yeah. I hate when that's like comes up in things and they're in the always fucking reaction is, oh no, you keep this, you can give it to them, and then that person dies and it doesn't get given to them. Like, dumbasses. You take the letter from Nutley's hand to give him a nod. The doctor gives you a nod back. Thank you. I hope I won't need to deliver this. Gives you a nod and makes his way back into his tent. You make your way back to camp. No, I'm not reading the letter. Fuck off. I've noticed something. And what's that? Looking at some of the older photographs, a few of the dogs have grown quite a bit since we first landed. We have been here for quite some time, yes. I mean, we are week 28. Like, hello? It's been a while. It will be interesting to see the time lapse. Do not expect the rest of us to grow taller as well. But that reminds me, I've never interviewed you yet. And you just might be the most interesting member of the crew. I am not a member of the crew. There is no need to interview me. I disagree. Is that so? There's too much I'm curious on. What led to the dog handling? Why the accent? Why are you Lady Cordell? You do recall the figure of speech regarding curiosity and the cat, yes? I thought you were more of a dog person. That was a joke. I am aware. Fucking hell. I take it then that you're not interested in answering my questions. Not in the slightest. Understood. I love how there's just a massive level of just leave me alone amongst most of the crew members. Is the winter over yet? Oh, you're sick of it, eh? I was sick of it when it started. I want to move. Not much longer now, I'm sure. I would disagree with that. Alright, let's see how fucked we are. We don't have anywhere near enough fuel and nowhere near enough food. So we lose loyalty with the cook, which makes sense, I guess. We lose 30 morale. Fuck. 2 crew members will become malnourished and 3 will develop freezing. I can't do anything about it. Because I didn't have anything to fucking use. Yeah. Tucker was wounded looking for the Banweir. Great. 2 Johns was wounded as well. Cavity was as well. Great. Runstar was wounded as well. Woo. Zack has died. Fuck me. How the fuck are you meant to make it to the end of this game? Jesus Christ. Everyone is screwed or about to die or has just died. Something tells me we won't make it very much longer. Oh wow. Because he died, the decorum, the morale is basically done. We're basically fucked, because we've also didn't actually get anything from that hunt. Mr. Zack was a more than capable physicist. His knowledge was a great boon to our benefactor. He may not have endeared himself well to the Saltborn amongst the crew, but his absence will no doubt be felt. He was quite fearful of this expedition. It saddens me that his fear was confirmed. Literally, basically all I can do is just heat up a few people and hope that we don't all die. Because I can't send anyone out to fucking hunt. And even if I do send those 5 people out to hunt, I will not get enough out of the hunt to survive the next day without problems. Like, morale is fucked. That's gone. That's done. I think this might be it. I genuinely think this might be it. Come on, game. Jesus. Right, who is the most screwed? Wounded and freezing. Wounded and freezing. That would be you two. Oh, not that. Just insta-fix them. So they are technically available for me to use elsewhere for hunting. It bugs me that I can't, if I insta-heal them, that I can't put 2 more people down. Like, what? I swear, he's been demoralised like every fucking other week. Okay. So we have malnourished. They'll be fixed by next week. Another malnourished. Wounded, which could be a massive problem, but can't do anything with them. Wait, why are you busy? What are you... Oh no, you're invalid. You can't be used because you're wounded. Got you. But I can't do anything to help you with the wounds. Oh, we are fucked. Morning. Winter finally be clearing up, eh? About time. Is it? Gods, remember when those bloody penguins showed up at camp? Seems an age past now. We've certainly come a long way. Aye, but don't be getting sentimental. Can't wait to get moving again. I must say, Doctor, something in your walk as of late. You're holding that head high. Oh, thank you. I'm sure you're as eager as the rest of us. Not long now before we'll be able to stretch our legs outside it. Oh, hello, Flit. Oh, I could hear something behind me. Again, Flit's creaked in to have his dinner. On that subject, I was running a few physical examinations in preparation for our return to work. Sorry, what? What do you mean return to work? What are you doing now? Do you mind? Of course not. This won't take long, I hope. It shouldn't. Wait, what is he planning on doing? Well, I have nothing to put in the frickin' furnace or the hoosh pot. Pretty sure we can't do a saddle with the dogs. So, what can I do? This has a high risk of being wounded. Someone will be wounded. Great. But I need the food, so I don't have a choice. Do I have any scouts left? I do, so I can send a scout out to check around. Search these two. I do feel like the amount that those seals in particular, they're only 6 to food or fuel. I do feel like that's not balanced very well. But why have I got an arrow down this? I don't have enough research for that one. Sure. Okay, what requests do we have? Captain, I should apologise for my demand a few weeks back. As you should, not a single sighting of this beast of yours. All we got is the cuts from the blizzard to show for it. I don't know what I was thinking at the time. I was certain I had seen something. The long darkness can play tricks on the mind, no doubt. I'm more disappointed in Captain Shaw. Such delusions should never be encouraged. Oh, shut the fuck up. It kept them busy. Right, I'm sorry again. I mean, there's a possibility that we'll lose the two that are wounded if it's a simple, if they're still wounded at the end of the week, they die. We'll find out, I guess. Otherwise, I'll have to put them in the hospital next week. Captain, I was running a standard physical examination on... I don't know why I say examination weird there. Examination on, well... I'd request that you meet with me in the medical tent this evening. Is there an issue? Why not present it here? The individual involved would rather this be handled privately. Please don't tell me there's a pregnancy. Please don't tell me there's a pregnancy. This is not the time. This is not the time. Apologies for sounding so cryptic, just later, after dinner. I must admit, I'm curious what issue the Doctor has encountered that requires your summons. But I needn't pry. A private matter is a private matter. I can feel it. I can see it. The warm light at the end of the tunnel. Good for you. As far as I can tell, it's still dark as shit. It's a metaphorical light. Winter has almost passed us. About time. Can we get there with any less deaths? We've already lost one of our fucking researchers and we only had 3 to start with. One of our scientists. Honestly, I kind of wish when we had the choice of where to send him, who we could work with, I kind of wish we'd sent him to the engineers so I had more people to heat people up with. But I thought scouts would be the right option so I could look around faster, and then it didn't really make any difference. Hey, had your meal. Ah, Captain, don't let the cold in. Captain Shaw, to what do we owe the visit? Ah, Kasha, this is actually a private matter. Do you mind giving us the room for a moment? Oh, very well. Kasha exits. Sorry, I don't think this is worth getting the crew worried over. What did you find, Nutley? I noticed an arrhythmia in his heart. Oh, fuck, that's even worse than a pregnancy. It's difficult to determine the cause without further examination, but as it stands, my current diagnosis is cardiomyopathy. Well, shit. Years of adventure finally catching up to this old ticker, eh? Well, it could be genetic. That's just a guess. Some unusual rhythm is no issue. Have you experienced shortness of breath while sitting down? Well, fatigue, a sudden cough when you lie down, dizziness. I noticed some swelling in your ankles as well. Who's to say that... Kurt, please, I'm trying to help. Yes, I've experienced it. What does this mean? Well, it's manageable, but you will have to take it easy for the rest of the expedition. No more hauling equipment. Very well. If you're offered a drink by the crew, refuse. Tough, but fair. And, well, it's my belief that Kurt is not fit to lead a lifeboat once we set off. Now, Doctor, that's just not possible. I'm the navigator. You can't honestly expect anyone else to handle that sort of duty. You can at least provide guidance, Kurt. Yes, but leading the boats are a separate entity entirely. I can't foreplan the entire sail. Your health comes first, Kurt. The entire crew's health is at risk if I'm not navigating those boats. I mean, it's got a good point, but at the same time, if you conk it, that's the same thing. Kurt, I won't mince words. You could die. We all could. I don't want to argue with you, Arthur. We're not getting anywhere doing so. It's up to you, Captain. Do you think it worth the risk? Nope. You're not fit to relieve the boats. I order you to rest. But I won't argue. I trust your judgment, both of you. Thank you for seeing reason, Kurt. Thank you, Doctor. It was a good catch. And let's not tell the crew about this, will we? I don't need them fussing over it, and a man is due his privacy. I'll respect that. I suppose I should get an early night then. Kurt exits. I would hope that he spends the time until we need the fricking navigation to, you know, train someone else. Give somebody else the info that they're likely to need. What's with you? Hmm? You've got a keen eye on the medical tent. It's nothing that concerns you. Or you, apparently. Are you bothered you're being shut out of a meeting for once? You are. I don't care much for secrecy. Coming from you, that's bloody rich. It's a good point. He is a very secretive person. Yeah, we can't do anything else. Let's see how absolutely screwed we are. Hello. I mean, I know we're screwed because I have no fuel and no food again. You awake to the sound of distant barking. It seems one of the dogs has been excited by something. You sprint from your tent. You aren't alone in being awoken by the dogs. Oh, fuck. At the centre of the campsite, a crack begins to form, followed by more, spreading out. The dogs leap from the kennel, sprinting southwards. Fuck. Cordell runs across the cracks in pursuit of her dogs. The ice shifts beneath you. You hear the sound of something falling, then smashing. Oh, well, we've got warmth. Everything's on fire. The lamps. Hells, what the fuck is this? Oh no, the flow is splitting. Quick, we need to move, now, no wasting time. Nutley and Kasha rush out from the medical tent. Nutley carries his bag slung over his shoulder while Kasha's hands are filled with notes. What is this? Ice is splitting. That all of your work? Whose work? Oh, is that all of your work? Not, is the ice their fault? What I could carry, yes. Not good, your tent's going under. Oh, great. My equipment! Do not go back that way, either of you, understand? Templeton turns to Kurt. How shall we handle this? Captain, we need to get out of this tent as soon as possible. Everything past that point is going to be swallowed up. You heard the man. Everyone haul what you can. Move. So we're going to camp number 4. The crew get to work on the furnace and the lifeboats, hauling as much as they can. 3 lifeboats. We had 1. There is 1. The other one went missing. With the ice breaking as quickly as it is, you realise you only have time to save 1 tent. Oh, fuck you. Supplies, which we don't have any, so that's not a problem. Kennels. Although technically the dogs all ran off, didn't they? And the medical tent. One of Cordell's dogs howls in fear. You see the digging tools for the hunt, a large double-barreled shotgun, a worn bolt-action rifle, and are all still trapped inside. Great. Junior and Hammond have saved what is already in the hoosh and the furnace. The remainder of the spice crates, the engineering tools, are beginning to sink below. Asher and Nutley have saved what they could. There is still the doctor's medical tools to be saved. I don't fucking know. I'd have thought medical tools? But guns? We're going to need the guns. And there's a dog there. That's just stuff. That's a dog and... well, we've only got 2 people anyway. Oh, now he's frozen. Great. Lefty crosses the gap to rescue the hunting supplies. The ice splits further and the tent sinks below. Canopy collapses, so we lost engineering tools, Appleton crates and something else I didn't see that. Whale shit. The crew barely makes it out from the burning tar. A few sustained burns and bruises from the frantic escape. Oh, fuck me, we were already screwed. This is not okay. So almost everyone's going to die. Like, this is it, I think. I think this might be it. This week or the next, we're fucked. We've settled a new camp by the shore. Act 3, and we're about to die, all of us. Hang on. New camp has been formed in the aftermath of the ice. Can you not start ticking all these things off while I'm doing things? Fucking rude. Of the ice split at the close of winter. However, the crew cannot rest at this time. After a long journey, the shore has been reached. In the coming week, the crew will sail out in the lifeboats in search of proper land. Soon, this ice shall be left behind. New camp... oh, that's literally the same bit twice. Sure. The ice split proved to be a truly traumatic experience for the crew. The fact the crew escaped with all lives intact, minus one that we lost the week before, is nothing short of extraordinary. Many supplies were lost, washed away and carried off with the ice. One can only hope that they no longer prove a necessity in the final stretch of this expedition. They will. We're fucked. Oh. Wait, did I get anything from the... Nope, we have nothing. We've got nothing left. Literally, I've got nothing to put in the food. Nothing to put in the fuel. We're fucked. I think we're a bit fucked, loves. Fucking hell, we've got so many wounded. We've run out of medical comforts. Great. We also don't have the option to make new ones now, apparently. One more push onto land. Don't know if I've got the energy left. These old arms may break off if I try to row. Well, best see to it. Yeah, we're fucked. We're heading out soon. Aye. Nervous? We have to be careful. We don't know these waters. Well, chin up. Better to look confident for the crew. Is it? This is concerning. Concerning? What is it, Harriet? All reading hint at a fog rolling in. A thick one at that. That bodes poorly for our sail, does it not? Perhaps we'll catch a lucky break. Worry not, our compasses will keep us steady. Great, so there's also a thick fog coming in that we've got to worry about. Smell that air, Doctor. If this holds, there will be no better time for a sail, let me tell you. Well, isn't that fortunate? Kurt, please be careful out there. I will. You're not allowed out, we've told you this. Oh, Captain, I'm just checking, triple-checking my notes. I'll kick myself if I end up leaving anything behind on the ice. Now to hope my report doesn't take a dip in the ocean. Let me just narrow it down to we're all fucked. Royally and utterly fucked. What requests are even worth anything at this point? Captain, we've got a problem. Really? How urgent? The bloody compasses, they don't work. Excuse me? None of them. They've all been going haywire after winter cleared. Mr. Hammond, we're due to set off on the water. We cannot wait on the ice a moment longer. You think I don't know that? Shit. Oh, fuck, I didn't mean to click. Every step of this expedition has been plagued with misfortune, hasn't it? People talk about the Pale Passage being cursed. Almost makes you believe it, right? Mr. Hammond, do you have any idea what's causing the error? It looks like a case of magnetic interference, but that can't be right, can it? We've come further south than anyone in history. This may just be the case closer to the pole. We best just hope for good fortune. Hope? Great. We're sailing on a bloody hope. Yeah, we're fucked. We're fucked. Ooh. Captain, we have a few injured from the ice split. I've managed to arrange a small batch of crates to treat anyone. Well done, Doctor. Quite ingenious of you. Oh, thank you, Mr. Templeton. We unfortunately won't be able to make any more comforts, but I will treat whoever I can. A word, Captain. Speak your mind, Templeton. The animals. In all my years, I don't believe I've ever heard of dogs being able to sail the Silver Seas. Have you? No, I can't say I have. One of us is going to have to break the news to the Kennel Master. Her dogs will not be joining us on the ocean. No, they won't. And you understand what must be done. I assume you'll help me do the dirty work then. What do you mean gained his loyalty? I already fucking had it. He shifts uncomfortably. If that's what it takes, yes. It should be clear by now that I've only the interest of the expedition at heart. Trust me, you've made that very clear. Good. Then it's time we inform Cordell. I'll let her know. The question is this going to be a matter of release the dogs, or we need food and fuel? Also, we can still send out... Oh, no, we can't. There's nowhere to scout. Well, that's fucking shit. Why is that even an option? Motherfucker. Also, I could do with a wee. I know it's only been half an hour since the last ads, but I'm going to run some more while I go for a pee break. So ads are coming in for anyone not subbed or turboed. I won't be too long. I don't know how much longer this game's going to be, to be fair, because this feels like we're approaching the end in terms of everyone's about to die, if nothing else. So ads are coming in for anyone not subbed or turboed. I'll be back in a minute. I won't be long.
Sugar do 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 do. Aw, honey, honey, do 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 do.
Oh, right, where were we? Hey Beal, how you doing? The music go off? Wow, why did that pause? Apparently that paused just after I freaking went BRB. Whoops. Oh well. Oh well. I don't know why. It was freaking playing when I took my headset off. Don't know why that paused. I'm good. Trying to balance being either too warm or too freaking cold. The fan on me is a bit too cold, but I'll turn it off and I'm too friggin' warm. Which is not fantastic. And also the fact that everyone's dead. Everyone's dead or dying. Like, look at these resources, we're fucked. Look at this. We're fucked. We've already lost one today. We lost one of the scientists, Mr. Zach. And we currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people injured, 2 people malnourished, 1 person demoralised. We have no food. We have no fuel. Morale is low. We're in our 4th camp. We're in another new camp, and we've got to tell the kennel master that we don't need the dogs anymore because they can't come with us in the next bit. Because there won't be space on the freaking small-ass lifeboat that we've managed to survive in. Or managed to keep with us. So, yeah. It's going great. Oh, God. Oh, God. The animals are eagerly trained on the penguin fillet. Cordell's hand. Sorry, you've got penguin fillets and we're not putting them in the fuel for the people? She notices your approach. Captain, I was hoping to speak to you. The dogs scramble as she launches the meal across them. I understand you're going to shoot my dogs, aren't you, Captain? I wanted your opinion on the matter first. Is that so? He looks out across the animals. I'm no fool, I just don't want them to suffer. They've been through so much already. The animals continue to scramble over the fillet. The dogs have known me their entire lives. She points at the dog tearing the fillet from its sibling. I used to carry that one around in my pocket as a pup. Do you have children, Captain? I don't. But I understand sacrifice. Stanbury joins her side. I don't mean to sound cliché, Captain, but they're all I have. You have us, Cordell. Do you think us some sort of found family? I fear to disappoint you, Captain. I've known you lot for several months. Not the best of my months either. We cannot take them on the sail. Simply isn't enough room, I know. So, what's to happen to them? I mean, we leave them there, they die because dogs do not, like, these kind of dogs do not survive in this kind of weather. Like, they're not made for that. Like, they would not survive here permanently, they need the warmth as well. We can't afford to give her a boat to leave with them, that's just stupid. I don't want to kill them, but it feels like the only real option. Back of the head, sever the spinal cord, don't let them suffer. Fuck me. I'd expect the same were it me. Sparing them starvation on the ice is a mercy. I'm inclined to agree. Okay, at least she agrees, thank God. You begin to make your leave. Yes. I'm ashamed to ask it, but I implore you this one more mercy. She ruffles Stanbury. May I keep one? Just one. I mean, we can't begrudge one, surely. We've just lost a human, so there is space for one dog. Thank you, Captain. I won't forget this. I can't freaking not allow her to keep one of them. That's just fucking harsh. Oh, the order is given. The news creeps through the camp. The air left melancholic. The dogs are rounded up and led towards the nearest ice ridge. I don't want to see it! I was hoping it'd just skip over. No! You lead the animal behind an ice ridge away from the others. The weapon is heavy in your hands. You're careful not to touch any more of its icy metal than you have to. The dog looks at you expectant. Motherfucking why? Why make me do this? Drops lifeless on the ice. Great. Thanks. Thanks for that game, you fuck. Thanks for that game, you actual fuck. Over the course of the day, the rest of the dogs are periodically brought around the ice ridge and shot by the crew. The sun glares down on the ice, mocking the day's decisions. I mean, we need the meat, I'm sorry. We need it, I'm sorry. We are desperate. Like, it's not like I'm not desperate, and we're just doing it for the sake of it. We are desperate. True to his word, Templeton does indeed get his hands dirty. Holy fuck, Templeton actually helped? Fucking hell. Word gets around that the task proves an adequate means for releasing Frostnip from one's fingers. Fuck me. Please tell me that they're released. So we get 6 food from them, but they cause demoralization. It's just going to have to be a thing, I'm sorry. Or we get, what, 39 fuel? But then we still don't eat. I'm unsure which way to do with this. Do this with, I don't know. So can't send anyone else to be looked after. Wait, do we not have the option to help with the demoralization with Lady? With what's her face? Asher? That option's gone. Well, fuck, everyone wants to talk. I don't know whether to put it in food or fuel. I think food. No, because demoralization. It's going to fuck us. I'm going to put it in fuel. I'm going to put it in fuel. I'm going to put it all in fuel. What the fuck happened? Aldon? What the fuck? What the fuck is the UI doing? Hello? There's 13 of them. 1. 2. Are you going to work this time? 3. I was trying to put the whole stack on. But it wasn't giving me the extra amount for it. Pretty much the only real choice I have, because if I put it for food, we won't just get malnourished people, we'll also get demoralised people, and that's a lot to deal with. Some last minute checks. Nah. No? No last minute. Last minute checks come the morning we leave. Oh well, at least it doesn't hurt to be thorough. Anything can change, no chances. You seem concerned. Does it hurt to be? No, not at all. You seem to be doing well. Considering the circumstances, I am. Thank you. I don't like this. I do not like how this is going. Those poor creatures. They would not have survived out here. Killing them was a kindness, as unfortunate as that is. Mostly I'm concerned for our kennel master. Indeed, this cannot be easy on the woman. That kennel was all she had. I mean, that's kind of her own fault at that point, to be fair. She refused to join in with the rest of us. Not pretty, is it? But necessary. Don't know if Cordell will feel the same. I'll miss the wee beasties. Of course you will, they're dogs. Did we really have to shoot them? It's kinder than leaving them out here to starve, Timmy. It doesn't feel kinder. I know, but it was. I'm gonna miss them. God damn. Everyone's more... I mean, it makes sense, but everyone's more in the feels about the dogs than they were about the multiple people that have died. I'm just saying. It makes sense. We all prefer animals over humans. Humans suck. But there wasn't this much to talk about regarding the humans when they died. Those poor beasties, I didn't want to have to do that. Would you rather have left them there to wither away? Of course not, but I played with them every day, having to look them in the eye before pulling that trigger. I know that's a look I'm never going to forget. Rough, that. A little bit. Well, that was some grisly business, but it's done now. Those creatures will be granted a greater peace than they could be imagined on the ice. I must commend you for taking part. I said that I would. I hold my word to a certain standard, Captain. The Kennel Master has been even more silent than usual after today's events, understandably so. Perhaps it's best to check in on her. There, it's okay, Stanbury. Evening, Cordell, Stanbury. Stanbury stays behind their master, softly whimpering. I'm sorry if I'm disturbing you at a difficult time, I just thought I should. Try? Check in. I'm sorry, I'll leave you be. Belford, wait. I apologise, May I ask you a question? Are the dogs included in that report of yours? Well, yes, I do have them listed by name, I've taken records of their shifts, but that's about it. I don't know much of the pack beyond that. Would you like to? I can tell you how they lived, perhaps creatures such as they are less deserving to be eulogised. I disagree. Your dogs kept the crew alive, didn't they? They have just as much claim as being heroes and explorers than any of us. And we repay them with the mercy of a quick death. It hardly seems a fair trade, does it? Typo. I'm sorry. You did not pull a trigger, nor would I begrudge you if you did. It was a necessary act. Still, tell me about them. I wish to know more. Well, I suppose I should start with Stanbury, should I not? Aw. I mean, at least she's not too in her feels about it because she knows it was necessary. I would imagine she knew it was going to be necessary from the second we left, but... Fuck me, why did I have to do that? Why did it make me do it? Fuck me, that fuel still wasn't even half enough as what we needed. 2 crew members will become frozen, 2 will become malnourished. And we still lose loyalty with Dudar. And also our freaking thing goes to 0, so that might screw us as well, because I can't do anything. I genuinely can't do anything. Like, genuinely, the amount that they come back with from the hunts has never been enough. Literally, has never been enough. Wait, what do you mean he was wounded looking for the Banweir? That was fucking weeks ago. Why did I just get another wound for something that's already happened? What? What? I'm confused. Fuck my life. What the fuck was just saying no signal on the screen on stream then? Right in the middle there was a no signal. That wasn't on the game. I don't know if it was on stream's end, but right in the middle of the, like right here, in the middle of the screen, it just said no signal on that loading bit. But that wasn't on the game screen. That was only on OBS. What the fuck had no signal? Very confused, I don't know. Oh god, what now? Prepare for the open sea sail. Can I heal people first? Are we allowed? There is technically only 21 fuel, but can I just unfreeze people first? Fuck's sake, UI. Oh, we're also back to only doing one at a time because we lost the freaking stuff in the ice crack. God damn it. Oh, Doctor's gone, so I can't do the heals. Great. Great. Ah, sure, almost ready to set out. How are the boats looking? Weathered. If we had any timber left, I would be looking to fix them up. But we'll get there in one piece. Still need to assign the crew to their stations. Plan carefully, sure. They're all fucked, though. Don't know what we'll face out there. Everyone needs to pull their weight. Anything else, Captain? Thank you both for everything. Well, I can't do anything else, so here we go. Let's just fuck this up, because everyone's injured or frozen or fucked. Templeton, Hammond, Kurt, Cordell, Nutley and Cash are all aboard the largest lifeboat. Grimley and Junior man the other 2 vessels. The remaining crew must be decided. All living crew must be allocated to the lifeboats before you can set sail. You have 14 left to assign. Wait, what? Okay, so lifeboat 2. I have 14? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. Oh, yeah. What's it not 14 down here? We'll split the healthy and the non-healthy. So let's go scientists on this one, because there's 2 of those. So those go on the other one. And we'll send 2 of those. Technically, that's 1.5 because child, but you know. And we'll go wounded, fucked, malnourished. Wounded, that'll do. So the rest go on this one. Hoping it doesn't matter what types of people I'm sticking on which boats, because it's tough tits. And that's it. Okay, you will not be able to return from this point, are you sure? As sure as I can be, so, you know. Camp is packed up and the lifeboats are prepared for sail. Everything is ready, Captain. All that's left is for you to give the order. This isn't going to be easy. Keep alert. We're at the mercy of the ice and the ocean now. It is 2:15 in the afternoon. For some back home, the end of lunchtime. For you, the beginning of a countdown. Why did it just go dark all of a sudden? It's hard to think of the Viscount. You could be sailing over her wreck right now and may never know it. Your past and future seem to shrink against the glaring challenges of the ice ahead. The rank and order you're accustomed to will matter little out here. Here is a land of chaos. You must be willing to adapt. You grip the tiller firmly. Stroke? Beg your pardon. It's not what we should be doing right now. The boats lurch forwards, bobbing side to side, parting the inky waters. You are gathering speed now. Gaining speed now, same diff, whatever. And there's the fog coming in to fucking make it so we can't see what we're doing, which means we're fucked, we're going to hit ice. Uncomfortable for most, the crew has arranged the equipment as best they can to lift their sitting position to account for the raised edges of the boat. It's not long before Nutley begins a periodic ritual of dry heaving over the side of the boat between his turns rowing. Kasha curls over her camera, paranoid of any moisture that may enter its mechanisms. We're definitely not making it through this, I'm just saying. There's too many of us that are fucked. At least one boat's going down, and if one goes down, we've lost a chunk of everybody. Like, we're fucked. The fog finally clears to reveal the ice around. Oh, possibly okay? Or at least we made it through. Whether everyone's alive, that's a different matter. Long scene for no reason. Well, I say no reason, it's basically going, oh, look at all... What's going on with this piece of ice here? Not sure that's supposed to be there. That makes more sense like that. But those are pushing it. Birds! Birds is hopeful. Birds is hope, potentially, hopefully, depending on the type of bird, I guess. This is a very fucking long scene, hello? Oh Christ, what the hell's happening now? Terrifying but profoundly beautiful all at once. Okay. That was unnecessary. That was unnecessarily long. By evening, you've nearly escaped the ice. The empty ocean is almost visible on the horizon. The boats lurch. I don't like the fact that my decorum is 0. The smell is horrendous, though seemingly enticing to a large gathering of snow petrels. Petrels? The birds. They shoot down from the sky at their leisure, scooping up a meal at a time. Can they bring us some? They're mackerel ice fish, I think. How'd you know that? My father used to take me fishing whenever he could. Hammond stops rowing momentarily. Are you sure about that, kid? Because you've been puking for the year straight, at least. Doctor goes red and tries to prove he can hold it in. Kasha furrows her brow, readying the camera. What do you think it means? It doesn't mean anything. A cold current, most likely, where the ice meets the ocean. Grimly calls from his boat. It's a bad omen, the living aren't supposed to be out here. You miserable fuck. Templeton grumbles to himself, something about superstition, yep. With the birds overhead, it's nigh impossible to avoid their droppings. At least it's warmer than the snow. One finds its way into the doctor's hair. A fresh gastral purge follows suit. Throws up. Kasha looks to you uncomfortable, shielding the camera. What do you think, Captain? I'm preoccupied with sailing and being shat on, in case you hadn't noticed. Yeah, that one. +5 for the engineer that's always a bit moody. She frowns and Hammond laughs. Cordell lifts a fish from the ocean and presents it to Stanbury. The animal smells it before shying away from the food. She drops it back in the ocean and buries herself in the animal's furs. After hours of rowing, you finally reach the open ocean. We're just going to ignore the fact we've had no food for like 3 weeks here. We would all be dead. We would all be dead. I'm just saying. It's impossible to avoid the stingy sprays of the sea as they invade the boats periodically. Everyone is left bailing with whatever they can find. Hats, mugs, even bare hands lift out the water. The crew begin to curse into the night, at each other, and at the events gone past. It's the only means of protest that doesn't interrupt attempts to... Hang on. It's the only means of protest that doesn't interrupt attempts to remain warm. We're going to join in. You add to the chorus of curses, each getting more creative and louder as the swell continues. Varied of past and class. God. Each bring their own flavour to the pulpit. They soon mix and fold like the current beneath them, and before long even the likes of Templeton and Nutley permit their share of graphic slurs, the latter briefly forgetting their seasickness. Oh, fuck my life. Why? Why did we leave home? This is not paying anywhere near enough for this shit. Lightning flashes to the west, followed by rapturous thunder, underscoring the sounds of the sea. Your screams are lost in the thunder as a large, abrupt wave smashes against the boats. Rogue wave! You just about crest it. A moment later, before the other 2 lifeboats join you, thank God. Every sailor knows the tales of rogue waves, freak anomalies that plague seas such as these. You hear singing, started by Junior. It soon infects the rest of the sailor folk, defiant against the storm. The song is about 3 sisters dancing to seduce a sailor. A second larger wave hits the boats, the same again, just about. The sailors change key. We're going to focus, we'll leave it to the sailors to say. As far as you're concerned, it's now just you, the tiller, and the next wave. All else doesn't matter for now. Your heart pounds in your chest. The third, final, and largest of the waves hits the boats. You're lifted near vertical. The water crashes around you. It feels like forever before your boat finally crests the wave. The tiller buckles in your hand. Your eyes burn from the salt of the sea. All 3 boats make it across. Well, thank fuck for that. Oh, why have I got the crew back? What's happening now? I don't want him anymore. I'm done. I've had enough. We're all dead. Just leave us to die. You finally make land. The navigator is the first to step onto solid ground. Why did we just lose another 8? He turns to the rest of you, Sodom. We've made it, ladies and gentlemen. Land at last. Don't tell me fucking Captain What's-His-Face is over here somewhere. Oh, yay, we're back at another land. But we've got nothing. No morale. Fuck all fuel, like not even enough for one night. No food. No means to increase the food either. Oh, no, we did get some stuff. Oh, shit, and they're worth a lot. That cures freezing. What the fuck? That cures demoralization. What the fuck? I mean, I'll take that. Feed the furnace. Right, so 24 food and cures demoralization. I just put those in the wrong one. Did I reload? I refuse that. I refuse that. I put them in the wrong one. I put them in the wrong one. Is that this week? What week are we at? I can't believe I actually did that. We're going to pretend that didn't happen. Food. Cannot believe I actually put them in the wrong one though. There we go. Now this one is for the fucking furnace. Okay, that's been weird. Why is it saying plus 15? Plus 15. Plus 30. Thank you. Stupid ass AI. And it healed some freezing as well. We've still got 5 injured and 3 malnourished, but that's not the worst. It's better than it was. Look out across the ocean. You look out across the ocean and consider the journey thus far. Sure. Enter the request tent. Go on then. Just Hammond. The carpenter sent me. Says we ought to get building some proper gravestones for the dead. Can't say I disagree. I'll get to it on your order. Proper eulogy will also be expected. It would be best if you consider your words now, Captain. This is a difficult time for all. We have progressed beyond the last known location of the Viscount. Answers to its disappearance may lie on this isle. Captain, once we are through here... My words are starting to mumble together now, that's not great. I would recommend you scout the area for any sign of human activity. For safety, of course. Scouting without dogs, just saying. So, gravesite, across the ridge. Approach the engineer. You see the engineer tinkering away at some navigational equipment with his usual sour expression. Shit! Didn't you have hair before? When did you go bald? He places the equipment to the side and lets out a grunt. Damn thing still doesn't work. You think it could be the environment? Hammond gives you a sideways glance. Maybe. Couldn't begin to know. Not like we have any bloody experience for this. Not a bloody soul has come this far south. Who knows what's ahead? Having trouble? Kurt approaches, a more noticeable limp on the man, forcing him to use his cane. What do you want? Still trying to get the compasses working again? Threaten that I might? The look on Kurt's face is one of hesitation as his eye darts around, doing all to avoid the gaze of Hammond. I have something to declare regarding my previous actions. Carry on, Kurt. Well, I believe that in dire circumstances, pride can often take the better of us. Stop stalling, what are you trying to say? I would just like to apologise over our earlier scrap. I got carried away before, and I see it did neither of us any good. You're right there. It's not in me to hold a grudge, Hammond, least of all trapped out in this cold. Enough with the appeals, just spit it out, why don't you? We should be working together, and more importantly, I'm sorry. From the bottom of my heart, I apologise. Hammond pauses for a moment while looking towards Kurt. After that moment, he returns to tinkering with his equipment before finally speaking. Accepted. Excuse me, what was that? Apology accepted. And do you wish to apologise to Kurt, Hammond? Aye, sure, I apologise. Apology accepted, Hammond. Well, I suppose I'll be off. Best of luck with your adjustments. There's no chance of getting them working here. We're relying on you. I'm sure I'm a relic when compared to your machines. I'm relying on you. Ah, I see. At least we sorted that bloody argument out, because they were constantly at each other's necks. Okay, let's do the grave thing. Jesus. Oh god, read the inscriptions. Here we honour the memory of Mr. Zack and Flick. Is that it? Well, that was... Although I assume that's, you know, potential for more to be added still. But we've only lost 2 so far. We lost Flick to the Leopard Seal, and we lost Mr. Zack because we didn't have the freaking fuel to heal his frostbite.
Octopus!
We're not eating anyone yet, but we've come very fucking close, I swear to God. How you doing, Vec? I mean, you might notice there's quite a few people at the bottom that are clearly not healthy or okay. We have no morale, and we have lost 1 more person. And we've lost all the dogs, apart from 1. Although the dogs was the dogs was something that had to happen. That wasn't something that I caused. That had to happen. Inspector Cairn, hello. Is it said Cairn? I don't even know. The fucking rock pile. You find a letter, some supplies, and a bolt-action rifle. To you who finds this message, here lies the final testament of the Viscount. We made our arrival on the east shore of the island. Before moving on, we established a cabin to mark the landing point. There you will find enough supplies to support a crew of 20 for a full year. Okay. While charting the perimeter of the island, the crew came across a tavern at the... A cavern at the mouth of the central mountain. Captain Whelan decided to split the crew in order to chart the location further. His half have elected to enter the cave through the open stream, while we have been sent to mark the western coast on land. I don't trust the captain. His actions of late have been erratic, cagey. He has avoided all questions from myself and the rest of the crew. This behaviour has only exacerbated since encountering the cave, sorry. Encloses an instrument that may be needed in some time. If you find said instrument to be missing from this thing, grave, whatever, then you will know that the worst has occurred. If you are reading this in our wake, another poor crew sent to this isle, heed my advice. Turn back. There is something truly wrong with this island, with this land. It has felt the touch of the 3 sisters, cursed to swallow poor sailors whole. If you are wise, you will not allow it to happen to you. Turn back. Signed, Bertram Reynolds, head scout of the Viscount. Well, that's not fucking ominous at all. The crew have their meal. A wave of ease and rest falls over the crew, safe and fed. Dinner ends and slowly the crew makes their way to the graves. The eulogy awaits. Well, I can't click on the graves anymore, sure. Nutley approaches you. Captain, we've come a long way, haven't we? You've grown quite a lot in that time, Nutley. Have I? Am I any taller? Before we move on, there is something I have to confess. Something that I've carried on my back this whole time. I don't feel right keeping it from you any further, so... I allowed Captain Hunt to abandon us. It's a bit full on. Explain. When the ship was going down, I saw him. I watched as he grabbed his supplies and began to take off onto the ice. He saw me, but didn't say a word. He knew I was too spineless to do anything. I couldn't even bring myself to tell anyone. He was right, I was too spineless. Until now, at least. And now you know. I don't care about the mistakes of your past, learn from this and move forward. I'm not going to say there's going to be no punishment, because that's not really realistically on me, so we'll just go with that one. I should have known better before, but you're right. I'm sorry the truth had to come out. Do what you will with this information, I'll accept anything you decide. Nutley walks off, returning to his tent. That would explain partly why he was a little bit suicidal at one point, and we had to talk him down. Captain, is there something I should be made aware of? What do you mean? Mr. Templeton has been snooping around, interrogating me on my report. What about your report? What are you reporting? Like, what is in your report that we would need to know about would be the better question. Talk to us about secrets. We don't know what you're reporting about. Well, we know what you've told us, but we don't know what's actually written in your notes. It seems as we approach rescue, he's taken upon himself to approve of what lies in my writing. He has taken it upon himself, correct? You didn't set him up to this, right? Templeton is acting of his own accord. Good to know. I'm no stranger to people who want to omit parts of my work. I saw it plenty while covering the riots, but I have no intention of censoring this report. A story not based in the truth is worthless. If I have to leave parts out to fabricate others, then was it a story worth telling in the first place? You could always gloss it up a little. Of course the fricking movie star comes in and going, oh, you could just, exaggerate the shit out of it all. Just to fuel future films, You turn your head to see Kurt approaching, apparently having eavesdropped on the conversation. What do you mean? Well, a story can still be plenty honest, but some require a little bit of polish. What about your films? Weren't they the honest accounts of your expeditions? They were, well, more or less. More or less. There is no objective truth. After all, the camera adds £10. I like how she didn't like that, but he did. Hi Furry, how you doing? And I must have eaten quite a few cameras in my time. Kasha does not appear to be amused. I doubt the existence of lens distortion gives rights to omit from my report. I thought you of all people could understand the tricks a camera can pull. And again, oh, I'm well aware of how others go about it. But I won the Fentler Prize doing it my way, and I'm sure to win it again my way. We'll side with her, I guess, because, yeah, whatever. I'm certain Kasha has no need to lie in order to paint this crew positively. Of course, but those who read those sort of things can be tremendously judgmental. Why are you suggesting this, Kurt? I just feel that we've braved so much that we deserve a somewhat flattering write-up. So perhaps some omissions are necessary. Such as what? Many of this crew come from backgrounds best not shared with the public, and more has happened here that should remain on the ice. That private conversation with Nutley. You resigned yourself from the sale, is that what this is? You want nobody to know about whatever health issue you keep under wraps? Regardless, it will remain under wraps. It is not for the public to know, right? I mean, personal health issues is not something you need to be writing about. That's not relevant to your story, so no, you don't need to know. I'm simply stating for this kind of story, people reading want to be inspired. There's no reason to saddle them with the nitty-gritty. But I'm here for the story. The full story. No single solitary soul wants to hear the full story. Nobody got into an Arctic expedition because they heard about the rest of us having dysentery. You just want to protect your own image, don't you? What? Well, no. Nothing of the sort, but... I'm no fool, I see exactly what you're trying to do. Let's not debate this matter, it can wait until we're on our way home. No, this is important. It's not that fucking important, bitch. I don't think you would be so concerned about... I didn't think you'd be so concerned about your image. Well, that's your mistake. Mistake? You can't expect me to be the perfect role model you see in the films. I'm only human. I've been married thrice, hobbled once, and been plagued with every vice there is. What I do have is my exploits and my legacy. I would wish you to not take that away from me as well. Kasha looks to you, her usual upbeat visage melted away into disbelief. I can't lie on your behalf, Kurt. You don't understand the power of optics. Every part of your report pulls from my livelihood at stake. Sorry, puts my livelihood at stake. I really can't read today, what the fuck? I mean, it doesn't also help that the frickin' sun's moved and there's now a glare across my damn screen and I don't want to shut the frickin' curtains because there's a weirdly really cool cold breeze coming through, but I need the sun on me to not be freezing. But that means glare. Your livelihood or your image? The cold truth is there's no difference between the two. And you, Captain, do you believe this as well? Kurt, leave us be. I will speak with Kasha. Please, Kasha, take it into consideration. I can't believe you. I mean, this is literally the exact, like the instant image I had of this guy from the first time we spoke to him, before we even left for this expedition, so why is she surprised? It's simply a matter of painting a more flattering picture. That is no difficult task. Fuck me. If it isn't obvious, the glare that I'm getting is this bit. All the words that I hear I'm struggling to read because they're fucking half hidden. Maybe not for you, Kurt. Kasha storms back to her tent as Kurt gives you an uncomfortable glance. The man looks shaken by the response and above all appears to be deeply embarrassed. Without a word, he staggers back to the heart of the camp. I just don't see why this is the time. We're not safe yet. We're not on the way back yet. She might not make it back with the report. Why are you being a bitch about it now? I'm just saying. Captain, we've escaped the ice. We're on land. We are so close now. So very close. We both saw that Cairn? Question? I don't fucking know. Traces of the expedition which came before us. Sure, I believe we can still find the Viscount. Our mission can continue. Why is finding that ship so important to you? Because some things are greater than the lives of the individual. I've chosen to live by that philosophy my entire career. Yeah, but it's not just the lives of the individual, bitch. Kind of the problem. I know that after all this time, the specifics of our employ may seem inconsequential. But tell me, Captain, do you think the Apatons would pour all of this effort to put this many lives at risk if they didn't think there was something truly paradigm-shifting at the end of it? We still have a mountain to ascend before making that choice concretely. Ask me again then. Very well. We can discuss this further once we traverse this mountain. He stops and turns before leaving. One last thing. What happened to your captain's hat? It wasn't my hat. I didn't need it. He nods and leaves. I don't actually remember what happened to the captain's hat. I remember taking it, and I remember him giving us a bit of a maybe don't wear that because you're not the captain kind of thing, but I don't actually remember what we did with it. Right, to the graves. I'm still surprised we only lost 2 people, honestly. Granted, there's what, 5 injured, 3 malnourished, but we only lost 2 people. It's not the worst thing in the world. Well, 2 people and 13 dogs, but you know. The crew are called together before you. You tentatively lift yourself onto a crate. Hushed whispers roll through the audience. Kasha readies her ledger and pencil. They once again await your next words. How will you deliver them?
It's time to
Probably badly. Hi Trey, how you doing? "91 degrees, good God. I know it's getting warmer over here, but geez, it ain't that warm. Their loss hangs on your words. You dare not speak without acknowledgement of exactly that. The crew look to you, miserable. The scars of the sail past, exposed under the light of day. Now, I'm not one for grand speeches. That should be clear by now, based on previous speeches that we did. So I'll keep this short. To be honest with you, I never expected to be the captain of this expedition. What's that in real temperature? Bloody Fahrenheit. Never expected to be the captain of this expedition. But our thoughts remain on those we have lost. The Stoke brothers begin a tune together in remembrance. I mean, we still don't know that they're dead, but after this long of them leaving the ship, there's a very high chance they are. 32. Fuck that. Nah. Anything above, like... I mean, you hit 21 and I start to get uncomfortable. You hit 27-ish and then I'm fucked. Anything above 27 and I'm melted. I'm done. Okay, we'll include them. You recite the names and stations of all lost to the ice and ocean. Each individual name seems to sting different groups of the crew. By the time you're finished, not a single soul is left without their affecting moment. Yes, we're leaving putting the dogs in. This perks up Cordell's attention. For anyone that came in late, we did have to shoot the dogs. It got to a point where we were leaving the ice, we didn't have the space on the ships to bring the dogs and they wouldn't survive with us or make it there with us. And we couldn't let them go because they'd just starve, so it was a mercy kill type situation. But she kept Stanbury, so we still have Stanbury with us. Which, they let you choose. You can say no to her keeping Stanbury alive. Why would anyone say no? Like, if you ever play this and you say no, you can't keep Stanbury alive, you're a disgusting human. You're disgusting. May all be granted their rest. The eulogy is ended. The crew looks to you for answers. Kurt speaks up. Our work's not finished yet. We still have a mountain to scale. Oh, what fish did you get? I'm actually kind of nosy now because now that all the fish are in, all the Pokemon are in. What'd you get? Ooh, a Corsola. Not that it's worth much, but you got a Corsola. Sorry, what to spend your birthday money on? Go on, what you getting? What you're spoiling yourself with? Our work's not finished yet. We still have a mountain to scale. We all saw the cairn from the Viscount. Across that path is safety. A cabin with enough supplies to last us until rescue. Templeton clears his throat. What's our current priority, Captain? He wants me to say the Viscount. I want to say the cabin. That's kind of a not really an answer. Answer Life of Gola Steel's time and Inazuma 11 on PS4 and PC. Nice. We'll keep you busy for a while. I'd say the cabin. Like, lives is slightly more important as far as I'm concerned to everyone except for Templeton. So, you know. We must reach that cabin. We must reach rescue. We're heading home. Templeton throws you an unsure look. The assurance... Yes, thank God for that. We fixed the morale. The assurance of solid ground seems to stir to those listening. What? Sure, that sentence confuses me. Well said, Captain. Indeed. Well, we don't have much time. Best be moving on back to work. The crew are granted the time they need before they eventually disperse, returning to their roles at camp. Okay, well, I can't do nothing, I don't think. Nope, so next week. You dream you're back on the Temperance. Wake up shaken. You awake shaken, literally, by the engineer. He stands over you, bug-eyed. For a moment you think you're back on the Temperance. Hammond? It's Cordell. What? What about Cordell? Oh, you fucking what? There's food and supplies missing from the stores. I think she's trying to make a run for it. Lead the way. I mean, we've got the food, but we don't really have the fuel. Otherwise she could go, but... Don't get it. Why? Why would you want to here? After getting up, the two of you charge out of the tent into the snow. I found tracks heading up towards the mountain pass. You follow tracks away from camp. It's half an hour before you finally spot it. Oh my god, somebody else is having a barbecue. Somebody was having a barbecue yesterday I could smell, and now I can smell another barbecue. I don't appreciate this weather, because now I just want a barbecue, but we don't have the stuff. This isn't acceptable. Ugh. Start the stream being irritated by that child blowing their fucking whistle every 3 seconds for 20 minutes straight. And now there's someone having a barbecue, so now I'm really hungry. It smells really good too. It smells like the Chinese chicken that you get for barbecues and things, like where it's just called Chinese chicken. I still don't actually know what the frickin' marinade's supposed to be. But it's that kind of smell that I'm getting. I don't appreciate this. I do not appreciate this. Ooh, a Primarina. You fished up a mermaid, essentially. Half an hour before you finally spot her ascending the dead mountain. There she is. Go back to camp, I'll handle this. I'm not letting you screw this up by yourself. That's an order. Fine. He departs from whence he came. I feel like him being there would cause a problem. Cordell picks up on the sound, slowly turning back around to spot you in her line of sight. She clears her throat. Captain Shaw, to what do I owe this surprise? You know full well why I'm here. I can't say I do. I have no reasonable idea what you're trying to tell me. If you wish to make paranoid accusations, you should inform me on what those accusations are. You think you could just abandon the crew in the dead of night? This isn't a matter of can, it's the question of should, and from my position, you've really left me with no alternative. Why? You're not making any sense. Why now? Why not when we cross the mountain? Stanbury's expecting. Oh. Then you should be doing what's best for the pups. What does it look like I'm doing? If you leave, you're ensuring their demise. Perhaps, but there's more of a chance out here than with the rest of you. Surely the logical thing would be to come with us to the cabin, where Stanbury can have her kids. I'm not going to allow Stanbury and I to be part of this expedition any further. Do you really think the two of you will be better off without the rest of us? I do. Those puppies will be my new litter. I'll start over. Certainly not the first time I've had to do that. The snowfall has begun to set on you both. I propose a duel, no. It's not the leaving I'm concerned with, it's the theft of this expedition's supplies. I've given you my dogs, you even have their flesh. I'm just taking what I'm owed. I mean, we don't, we used it for fuel, but sure. This voids my contract. You should have come to me first. We both know that wouldn't have worked. Then let me convince you now. I'm listening. This isn't about the mission or the money for me. You can have my pay, I just want to see us home. Would you be willing to put that in writing? Do you have a pen? She walks over to you and produces a pen and her contract. Fine. Two of you begin the long trek back to camp. Stanbury follows patiently. Not a word is spoken on the journey back. Does mean we're going to have to prioritise safety over the mission. So she doesn't do anything stupid, but I was kind of going for that anyway, because the only person who is insistent on us going, still looking for the Viscount, is fucking Templeton. Nobody else is that bothered. Kasha, careful. You turn your head to spot Kasha perching precariously over the edge, her camera in hand, lining up another shot from her position. It's a great shot of the horizon, trust me. You've got a good shot of falling to your death. Get back over here. The ground isn't safe, you can't trust anything beneath your feet this high up. Kasha doesn't heed their warnings, instead lining up the shot, and snapping it cleanly. There, no issue, and this just might be the banner image for my report. If the civilian is done being foolish, might we move on? Kasha nods and turns back to join the rest of the crew. You dick. Only for her to slip on the ice beneath. Well, you lunge forward and pull Kasha forward so that she isn't hurtling over the edge, but her initial stumble sent the camera falling below. That was a close one. My camera! Fuck your camera, you're alive. Be thankful the camera took the plunge and not yourself. Despite reassurances, Kasha moves back to the edge of the cliff, peering over, searching for her camera. I can't lose it, everything from this expedition was on there. Wait, I see it. Nonsense, it's a blip on the rocks, you can't see the ground from this distance. No, it's not on the ground, it's snagged on the ice. It's not too far down. I can climb back down and... No! Not a hope! You want to go back to climbing? If I lose that camera, my entire reason for being in this nightmare goes with it. I'm getting the camera. Which turns to you. Captain, we have to do something. It's just a camera, Kasha. You've still got your notes. My notes aren't enough. The world needs those photos to believe this. Aren't they? You'll have the testimony of the rest of us. The story comes from you, not that machine. Kurt steps forwards. I'll do it. No, you fucking won't. How? This isn't up for debate. That's not a question mark. That should be an exclamation point. You're both staying here. That's an order. Thank God they're already loyal to me. Alright, Captain. Kurt reluctantly agrees. The camera slips from the ledge into the pail below. Not sure that should be a minus to all of my research, considering most of it is on paper, not in pictures. But sure. The crew finally crest the mountaintop. Grabbing everyone's attention is a cave on the rock wall. A cave. A good spot, some shelter from the wind. Still, what lies inside? It may prove a danger. The crew get to work, setting up a camp at the peak of the mountain. Camp is set up. Ugh! There's an interesting scroll there. Captain, it's just my luck, isn't it? To make it this far and to lose the camera at the final hurdle. We should be grateful nothing more important was lost. As Kurt approaches, Kasha lets out a small chuckle. Yes, that is the bright side, of course. Your life is much more important than that camera. Yes, still it would have been nice to recover it. Of course, I'm not taking this for granted. There is something I should say, past comments I made. This is the second time he has had to come and fucking apologise to someone for past comments. Jesus Christ. Actually, no, third, I think. I'm pretty sure there was one earlier on as well. Accepted. Well, allow me to apologise first. No, I understand now. You can't convince me to lie in my report. I'll tell the entire truth. I understand. And the truth is that Kurt Darling is a true hero. You needn't say that. I've caused my fair share of trouble on this expedition. Yes, and I don't intend to hide that from anyone. But your heroism is more important to share. What did you tell me about inspiring others? Thank you. I can only hope another young Kasha Belford reads my report. Let's hope they grow up to be less reckless than you. I hope the opposite. No. Chasing glory has been my vice for too long. Whatever you write about me, it has my blessing. There, I can expect honesty. Thank you, friend. And thank you. I mean, we've managed to quash almost every frickin' argument between people at least, so far. Really? Requests at this point? Oh, fuck off. I know what this is. Captain, it is time. We are at a crossroads and decision needs to be made. We both read the the rocks. We know the location of the Viscount lies in this cave. We are this close. Our mission's end lies in wait. What do you expect to find there? Answers, for better or worse. If what we read is correct, the shore cabin should hold enough rations to last us a full year. We can afford the risk of missing a single rescue ship. I think it's worth it. We should secure the cabin first before returning. Right, of course. But this mountain is perilous. Can we survive a second trek? You should inform the crew of our movement as soon as you leave this tent. I know you will make the right call. Yeah, we're going to the fucking cabin where we're safe. Not into a cave that could fucking be any amount of fucking problems. Hello? Approach Nutley and Kasha. Hello? Sorry? When? Why? How? What? You pass the tent and are quick to notice what's going on. Kasia, the intrepid photographer, standing close to the doctor, their faces pressed closely together. She's alerted to your footsteps and opens her eyes, eyes which quickly widen as you're spotted. Quickly, she and Nutley pull away from each other, their heads nervously swivelling around the tent, Nutley letting out a punctuated cough. Captain, could you have cleared your throat or something? We were just, That's a bit rude. Sticking together for warmth, a clever decision. Yes, quite clever. Very, very clever of us to be doing that. That was definitely what we were. Arthur, I think our good captain was just joshing us. I hate that fucking phrase. Joshing. Joking. Fucking joshing. That or shore is quite dense, and that would be a greater issue for us. Congratulations, both of you. I mean, does it matter? Oh, thank you, Captain. We should be thanking you, Shaw. Placing us together in one tent for a year certainly fostered conversation. Don't blame me for this. Blame? We spoke at length, at first about his unexpectedly vast knowledge of ice fishing, and ending with casual conversation about our favourite newspaper strips, as you do. Well, it wasn't entirely casual. What do you mean? I knew you didn't notice it. Notice what? Kasia clears her throat before putting on an affected voice, dramatically quoting her past statements. Why, Doctor, I think you would be a great subject for my next report. I'm sure you wouldn't mind a write-up on your interesting life. A handsome young medical prodigy. You must have a bevy of suitors. Doctor, there is this excellent seafood restaurant in the capital. We should absolutely eat there when we return to land. Kasia chuckles to herself. I used we for goodness sake. I was beginning to think you were oblivious to all flirtation. I recognised some of it. I was just nervous at the time to respond. Though it's true, I did think you were just passionate about seafood. I expect nothing less from you, Nutley. I don't know whether to take that as an insult or a compliment. It could be both. But we couldn't help ourselves. Honestly, I deeply admired her passion for her craft, her headstrong way of thinking, how she was so focused on her future, everything I wanted in myself. And I admired his courage when up against his fears in possibly the worst situations possible, the kind of thing they make films out of. And just as I thought we were winding down, I told her I wanted to see her again after we returned to civilization. Suffice it to say, I was surprised that he would just blurt it out. I surprised myself. Before that, I had long since stopped considering that we'd make it back at all. Of course, that led to a new conversation all through the morning. All through the morning! Yeah, conversation, my arse. And before we knew it, we were having a romantic embrace at the south of the world. That is until you walked in, Captain. Yes, it was rather inopportune of you. Kasia pauses for a moment. You don't take issue with this, do you, Captain? No, I don't give a fuck about the rules. Like, at this point, who the fuck cares? With what these lot have been through, do you really think I give a rat's ass about the fucking official rules for the expedition? Nah. So when will you be holding the wedding? Excuse me? Good one, Captain. Presuming all goes well, of course, not for another year or 2. Or 5. Now, Doctor, you know me, I like to live fast. 5 years is fast. I think I could whittle you down. I'm joking, of course, it's far too soon to speak on that. Well, forbidden or not, we're at the end of our journey here, I hope. Matters of the crew are in the past, to sail home, with Kasia. It's something to look forward to, been quite a while since we had that. Agreed. Yeah, you could wish you both happiness. Have a blessing. Now if you'll excuse us. As if that's a fucking achievement. Who else we got? Kennel Master will leave till last, because Jesus Christ. Fuck off with the scientist. You notice Hammond and Kurt huddled around the boiler, deep in conversation. As you approach, their heads perk up, noticing you. I need a wee again, Jesus Christ. Captain, didn't see you there. Apologies, Captain, seems we're both caught up in our work. My work? You're just watching me, Kurt. But you did manage to pick out the materials. We were just replacing the spyglass I cracked on the mountain. It may not be any use in this cave, but you never know what we might need it next. When we might need it next. Once again, my boiler comes in handy. What do you make of this cave, Kurt? Oh, hello, Willow. Just heard a grumble as she just struts past me. I'm pretty sure she's just come in through the back door, grumbled at me, walked past, and she's going to go out through the bedroom window. It's just rude. It's an odd one, no doubt. A lot of questions we shouldn't be answering. Our priority should be to get to shore, not spelunking. I freaking love the term spelunking. Coming from you? Isn't that the point of your shite films? Upon hearing that, Kurt puffs out his chest. Oh, so you've seen my films? Just the one. And what did you think? Pure bollocks. I should have figured. I haven't seen enough to judge. You've never seen my films? Well, I hope you would amend that once we return to civilization. I just can't get over all the inaccuracies in them. He says when he says he's only watched one, so that sentence doesn't quite add up. What inaccuracies? You take me for a fool, Kurt? I know a stage shot when I see one. Well, they did certainly clean up a lot in the edit. I don't get it. Well, don't you understand? You're a proper bloody navigator, Kurt, and a damn hero. I've seen it with my own 2 eyes. Thank you. So why do you star in all these phony films? I wouldn't call them phony. And well, they may not be the picture of accuracy, but they have a power to inspire people, more so than any true story could. Hammond likely doesn't see the value in inspiration. I would have agreed with you before, Captain, but now, after what I saw Kurt do on the Peak, I'm bloody inspired, I'll tell you that. Good to see you admit it. Aye, whatever. Don't be getting a big head again. Perish the thought, I've received enough lessons in humility by now. In fact, it's clear that if there's one thing I'm in need of, it's someone who can keep me grounded. Get to it, Kurt, what do you want to say? I was wondering, would you consider... Spit it out, would you? Would you consider joining me after this on further expeditions? As an engineer? Yes, but also as a level head. I need someone like you. I'll think about it. The two of you on the same crew again sounds like a recipe for disaster. Maybe you're right, Captain. We've had a habit of drawing the worst out of each other, but also the best. Aye, that's true. Hammond pulls up the replacement spyglass. Anyway, here you are, all finished. Incredible, great work, Hammond. No problem. Kahurangi? What? My real name, Kurt's just for the media. Kahurangi... Fuck me. Kahurangi Tohuru. Cool name, don't know how to pronounce. Alright, Kahurangi. I can see why he changed it to Kurt for like films and things, because that's a mouthful. Do I want to talk to the fucking scientist? I don't like him. You, I wish to speak with you on a matter. A bit rude. What matter? Concerning your report. Put simply, I have a story for you to include regarding who I am. You're a kennel master. That is true, but not the whole truth. Well, this is sudden. I can see this doesn't concern me, I'll be off. Actually, I think you'll be interested in hearing this. Very well, I'll stay. Waddell turns to Kasha as the reporter quickly scrambles to gather her notepad and pen. Gather? Did I say gather? Gather. Jesus. I think we're approaching that point where I need to consider possibly finishing up, but I want to say we're not too far from the end. In fact, before I finish this conversation, because I really do need to wee again, I'm going to run ads and pop for a quick wee break, and I'm going to look up roughly how far away we are from the end, because if this is close, we'll power through. If not, we might finish this conversation and then finish up. Well, we'll do a little bit more, because I'm going to be running ads, but you know what I mean. I'll be back in a minute. I won't be long. Ads are coming in for anyone not subbed or turboed. I will try and make sure the music actually stays on this time and doesn't pause as soon as I leave, as it did last time. Right. We should be relatively close to the end, I think. So we will carry on and finish it. Just hope that my voice doesn't give in anymore, because I'm struggling with the words a lot. Now, I'm certain you have heard them call me Lady Cordell. Yes, frequently. I asked around, and apparently it was a moniker granted to you due to how you spoke. Well, those who dubbed me with their name have no idea the irony in doing so. The truth is, I am a noble, or rather I was. What? You were what? Are your ears failing you? I care not to repeat myself. I was born and raised within the nobility. I don't mean to call you a liar, but that's just a big claim. Ingrid Cordelia Weston. What? You keep your ear to the ground often, I'm sure you've heard of her. Yes, actually, she's a distant relative of the monarchy, had a seat as an MP for a brief period. Went missing unexpectedly. Well, I am Ingrid Cordelia Weston. I have all the proof I need to show you. No need, I believe you. You do? It would certainly be an odd thing to lie about. I assume you're aware of the political system, Kasha. To no end, researching it was possibly the most dull and harrowing part of my last report. And yourself, Captain? Vaguely. Well then allow me to refresh your memory. As a distant cousin of said monarch, I was placed in one of those parliamentary seats. As you can imagine, I had no interest in being an MP. My aversion towards human interaction was no different in my youth. From the age I received my first dog as a gift in my childhood, I have much preferred their company. Surely there was once a time where you weren't such a recluse. Well, you have encountered and interviewed many of the nobility in your time, correct? Correct. Would you choose to spend your time amongst those people? Fair point. Her face as well, like, yeah, no. So this whole time we've been travelling with a runaway MP. Yes, I suppose it does sound quite unusual. I've learned not to be surprised at this stage. But why did you leave? The reasons for that are quite simple. I refuse to live that life any longer. In that world, in my position, certain things were expected of me. Act with decorum, attend every social event, keep your real self hidden, until you're considered suitable to be shipped off into a political marriage. A grim reality, one I wanted no part of. My choice was clear, and I didn't hesitate in my thought for a moment. I left home in the dead of night, taking only two things with me. My certificate of birth, for reasons more practical than sentimental, and my dog, for reasons more sentimental than practical. Excuse me. Choking on oxygen, Jesus Christ. Another reason I would not survive in this world. I would just be dead because I choked on oxygen. I started a breeding kennel in the capital, and the moniker of Lady Cordell among the common folk. And from them, I was free. Free to feel the ground beneath my feet. I really can't read today, Jesus Christ. I've closed the curtain so it's not even glare on the screen anymore. As Cordell speaks, Kasha intently takes notes. I see. So trapped in a restrictive soul role. Fuck my life. It's a good thing we're near the end, because I think my brain's had enough. You broke free of your chains, yearning to be independent. I suppose, yes. I really wish I knew what it was between brain and mouth that's such an issue for me, because I can read at fucking super speeds. Like, if you put a book in front of me, I will read it very fast, and I'll take it in. But if you ask me to read it out loud as I'm reading the words, nah. Constant jumble. Constant fucking jumble. Just like a wild pack of dogs able to roam free. Please do not include a surface-level poetic interpretation of my actions. Poetics are my calling, but okay. Have you ever considered returning to the nobility? Not even slightly. That life is simply not for me. Thank you for sharing, Cordell, but why have you shared this with me? Why now? My report, it will expose your identity to everyone. Why would you allow that? Because I trust you to tell my story. And I no longer have anything to hide. Thank you. I promise I won't let you down. I'll tell the whole truth of your tale. I know you will, assuming you leave out that tripe about wild dogs. And yourself, Captain. Speaking of dogs, how is Stanbury? Faring well, still pregnant. Oh, hello, Flip. Can I help you? Oh. What do you want? What do you want? It's weird for you to come up for attention. It's not normally your thing. What? Weird, Flitz just stood next to me, just like looking out the back door, but right behind me. Like, it's being weird. What? Stanbury is pregnant? Yes, quite fortunate for me after what happened to my kennel. What do you intend to do with the litter? I intend on replacing the kennel I lost, piece by piece. Stanbury will birth a new generation of sled dogs. So you'll be continuing your line of work? Yes. I'd much sooner begin again as a kennel master than return to the nobility. Agreed, so that's your entire story? More or less, yes. I'm sure Captain Shaw has no objections to this tale. What say you, Captain? I would never have expected. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate your listening. I can't believe you would trust us with this. Thank you, friend. Do not mistake this for closeness. I simply trust your credentials enough to consider you a professional. But you're welcome, friend. I really don't want to talk to this prick, but fine. You find the crew's science officer overlooking several petri dishes containing various materials picked from the walls of the cave. I'm sorry, after everything that's happened, you fucking managed to save petri dishes, whatever. Like, of all the things that you could be holding on to, get the fuck out. Curiouser and curiouser. What's curious? Captain, observe the materials we've uncovered in just the entrance of the cave. Copper, tungsten, antimony. Antimony? Is that a real thing? What the fuck is antimony? Antimony. It's a silvery white brittle metal. Never heard of it. Never heard of it, but sure. Their deposits most likely found in lakes, not at all in a cave. Let alone a mountaintop cave in the polar region. Nothing about it seems natural. But if they're found in lakes, you would assume that water is relevant to the point. And we're in a very, at some point the entire area was ice covered, so why does that not make sense? Could this be why the Apatons are looking for this area? Perhaps. Captain, may I ask you a question? I feel you'll ask regardless. I've assumed you must enjoy my questions at this stage. You keep humouring them. Well, regardless. We've been working together for quite some time now, and in that time I have been able to evaluate you. After assessing your abilities and your decision-making, I can safely conclude that you are more than capable in your role as captain. As such, I would like to offer you a job. You wish to work with me again, Templeton? My wishes are irrelevant. You are more than qualified for the role. I can easily recommend you to the company head. It's time I told you the truth of who we're working for. About time. Out with it. Templeton reveals a tinned can of rations. He passes it over to you. The woman modelling on the front stares back at you before you look back at Templeton. Yes, the Apperton Company. I already knew that. Don't focus on the name. On the face. Her. Her name is Minerva Apperton. She is the president of the Apperton Tinning Company. I fear I may have lead poisoning. What? Why would she fund this expedition? The same reason anyone would. Tin Foods is perhaps the lowest priority within the company in today's age, as you can likely tell by the shoddy work on our rations. Instead, Lady Apperton is focused on turning her company into the only option in commerce. Which is why she sought after the expedition of the Viscount. He's interested in what the Viscount found in the ice. Hello? What? Why is there a different cat every 3 seconds? Hello? What do you want? And she has fully picked up on the word hello. She fully comes in and goes, hello! But you can hear it in the way she meows at you. And just what did they find? No doubt there are several details Minerva has kept hidden from even myself, but I will tell you what I can. The original expedition of the Viscount was carried out by the government, a race to find the southernmost point of the world, charter it out in the name and glory of science. But upon arrival it appears they discovered the same strange environments that we have, and so they chose to investigate instead of heading back. And contrary to legend and hearsay, it wasn't the cold and the starvation that drove the crew mad. It was what they found there that took their minds. How do we know this? There was a witness, a survivor washed ashore. Half mad, their tongue cut out. They lived only long enough to give us a hint as to what they were looking for. It is unknown what exactly lies in wait for us should we find the Viscount, but from what we know, the crew of that vessel found something world-changing. This is no mere treasure. What they found was unnatural in nature, a paradox existing in the most southern point of the world. And whoever can retrieve it, bring it back to civilization, will shape the path of human advancement for the next century. It sounds like Minerva has been swept up in a myth. Our benefactor is not susceptible to mere rumour and hearsay, I assure you. We did not risk our lives on a whim. Nah, fuck off. It's a legend and nothing more. This expedition has been a waste. Don't give a fuck, to be honest. We're going for the frickin' cabin. You are inclined to your disbelief, Captain, but Minerva Apperton is no fool and no liar. The secret of the Viscount is real. Now, I've told you all that I know. Please leave me to my research. You turn, but Templeton speaks up once more. Oh, Captain, you never officially responded to my offer. Do you wish to work with the Apperton Tinning Company after this? Certainly not. Oh well, I hope you will reconsider. The Appertons have much to offer you. I'm sorry, but let's be real. We signed up for an expedition that we weren't given the full information for. It has caused a hell of a lot of problems and a number of deaths, because we were not prepared for things, because we were not given all the full information. You're now basically telling us that there's fucking mythological shite going on, some paradox and some other crap that has no fucking basis in reality. And I was not supposed to be the captain. The actual captain got drunk, didn't like, because he knew what was, I'm pretty sure he knew this information. He got drunk, decided it wasn't worth it, took the fucking lifeboat and pissed off. So why the fuck should I? We're going to seek the rescue ship. Fuck the fucking mission. Fuck the quest. If he wants it that badly, he can stay there by himself. The crew finally descend from the mountain. I also promised Cordell that we would go for safety and whatnot, so... Inspect the colony. A large colony of emperor penguins, enough to live on for some time. So, a bit much. Inspect the cabin. This old cabin from the original Viscount expedition, designed to sustain life for months, possibly even years on the ice. Not even an option to talk to him. I must admit, I don't much care for waiting around, Captain. These old bones are beginning to stir. Well, we don't have a choice. Rescue is coming. Of course, I'm not suggesting this is wrong. You've more than made the right choice. Oh, I just realised, my career as a navigator is just about over, isn't it? We just reached the last great uncharted part of the world. You know, when I grew up reading about the great explorers of old, I always dreamed I would be the one to plant that final flag. I may be an old man with a limp and no flag to place, but I managed it, didn't I? What will you do when we return to land? The first thing, I'm going to check in on my children. I can only hope that they were worried sick about me. Who knows, maybe my exploration days are over. Now's as good a time as any to call it a retirement. That music was very fucking loud then as well. Thanks, game. Like, I'd still raise funding for the field. I don't want to leave folks like Hammond behind there. Maybe I'll move to theatre. There's some stories I want to tell, not about this expedition or any. About home, the islands that I left behind. You have more than earned your rest. Thank you. I should take all of this as a sign to wind down, shouldn't I? I'll always be in contact if you want to work again. Work together again. I'll make sure we do, no matter the medium. Captain, I'm putting together the finishing touches on my report. Not much else to do while we wait for rescue. You best win a Fentler Prize for this, Kasha. You deserve no less. It's not about awards, sure. It never has been. You say when that's like something you've rabbited on about 12 times so far. This was a story I wanted to tell. It's funny, Captain. The reason I took on this story, interest in exploration was waning. I grew up on the stories of Kurt Darling, these great explorers who were like legends to me. I didn't want that passion to disappear. I really am struggling with words all of a sudden. What the fuck? Never thought I would be part of a tale of sheer endurance myself. It seems like a dream. You're one of those great explorers now, Kasha. Your name will be in the history books. That is bizarre to think about, Captain. Regardless, I hope you continue to thrive. You deserve that much. In fact, remember to keep in touch with me, especially if you have a good story to share. I'll write books about you one day. I know I will. I'd rather you didn't write books about me, love. But sure. I can't believe it. A moment of rest after all this time. This cabin is like a sanctuary in the oasis. Are we just going to ignore that we've had 5 people injured for quite a while? And 3 malnourished? Like... and the fact that we're apparently looking around all of this food and fuel and whatnot. And haven't used it. Sorry, that sounded overly poetic, didn't it? Like something Kurt would say. You made it so far. I'm proud of you, Arthur. Thank you. I owe it to you. I mean, literally, because we talked you down from offing yourself. Do you really think rescue is coming soon? Sorry to turn doubtful, but these are perilous waters. We know that all too well. Some doubt is healthy, Doctor. You needn't force optimism upon yourself. Right, I understand. I'm just trying not to dwell on the negatives anymore. They hardly did me any good. You know, I still thought it was all hopeless, even after leaving you that letter. I had very little faith in survival. And yet, people were relying on me. I can only hope I didn't let them down. You're a good doctor. You've proven as much several times over. Yes, but there's always room to improve, isn't there? I certainly don't intend on becoming complacent. I never felt good enough to carry my father's name, but now... well, thank you. Keep in contact. If you need a haircut anytime, I'll tell my father to treat you for free. I love how he's worried about living up to his father's name. Not disparaging his father's profession, but his father is a hairdresser, and he is a doctor. I'm pretty sure just from getting your doctorate that you are already living up to your father's name. You know? You know what I mean? Like, I don't like generally like treating one profession as better than another, particularly like there's always certain ones that get shat on, cleaning being one, my own. But doctor, hairdresser, I think he's proud of you. Like at least in some format, he's got to be proud of you. Also, hello, Stanbury. Stanbury happily accepts your hand rustling the top of her head. Gotta give the dog a fuss if we notice we can. This is it, eh? From here on we just sit and wait. Let's hope the Appertons didn't give up on us. They'll certainly be pissed out to find we've come up empty-handed. Do you really think we could have found the Viscount? If you asked me before, I'd say not a bloody chance. But who knows? I've been wrong enough times before now, maybe we could have. Enough's happened out here to change my mind on a few things. I've served on a lot of ships in my time, never once liked the one in charge of them. Rude. Military captains range from self-important and useless to drunk self-important and useless, no offence to yourself. Didn't have high expectations for Hunt and had lower expectations for someone he'd hired. I was wrong there. You're alright. Fucking hell. It's a good point. He's the one who doesn't actively sleep, he just stays awake the entire time. You deserve a proper rest once this is done. Perhaps you can get some sleep for once. Nah. To be honest with you, I like the work. Might take Kurt up on his offer. Working with him seems a better gig than the Appertons. If you're ever heading a ship again, let me know. I'll be right on board with you. Everyone knows you'd be a goner without me. To be fair. Well, Captain, I suppose we've made it. We should be safe from here. That is, if our rescue ship is indeed coming. I mean, there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14 plus these people. It's not a very large cabin, I'm just saying. A lot of people. I'm pretty sure we're just going to fill the floor when we go to sleep. I suppose I shouldn't cast cynicism on this. Oh, to be fair, 2 of them could share a bed. We know they can share a bed, at least. Shouldn't cast cynicism on this accomplishment. We should be proud we've made it this far. And we wouldn't have made it this far without you. Or Crean, or Rosa, or Pascal, or Stanbury. I did not accomplish much on my own, Captain. All I ask is that my kennel be remembered. Genuinely, my mouth wants to make sounds that aren't while I'm reading. I read kennel and my mouth went to say cannel. Like, it went to do an ah instead of an eh. Can my mouth fuck off? Can it just actually say the thing that I'm thinking? Thank you. It'll be lovely. It'll be odd to return to land. My name will be in the papers soon. No doubt I'll be recognised for my past. How is Stanbury faring? She is much more excited to return to land, I believe. I hope we won't need to deliver her pups on the ship. I believe I'll find a new home. Start over with a new kennel. I've done as much before, I intend to do so again. With any luck, we will not meet again. I hope not. I hope we meet again. Well, we'll see. Frankly, you seem to bring misfortune, Captain. She's not wrong. A jape, of course. No, don't lie. You meant it. It has been interesting. Promise me you'll take care of yourself. And then we have to talk to this douchebag. We best get settled in, Captain. I imagine we'll be waiting for quite some time. The days pass in relative silence. Templeton checks the horizon each morning, but still no sign of rescue. Ah, fuck. The days begin to drift by. There is a sudden rumbling. Did you hear that? Let's check, Captain. Hello? There is a profound shake and the sound of a large blast. Oh yeah, there's a fucking volcano. What the ever-living fuck? A change to the usual cold peppering of snow catches your attention. It's warm. In fact, not snow at all, but ash falling from the sky. Please tell me that's not going to hit the fucking cabin. Volcanic. The man seems clearly defeated. That's it then. The Viscount is forever lost. A shame, but we're safe. That's what's important. But for how long? How long will we last here? We're good. A horn rings out, cutting through the winds at camp. I didn't just hear that, did I? Yeah, I did. Hi, what? What do you want? What? What? Why do you always want attention when I don't want to give it? Again, she's just walked, like, trotted up behind me, said hello, but she's, like, got on her back paws and poked me with one of her front paws. She is the most attention-demanding cat I have ever had. Most cats I have are, like, fairly solitary and don't want a fuss most of the time. Nope, she always wants a fuss. Jesus Christ. Minerva. That's it. That's the rescue ship. Thank feck for that. Why is it in the sky? That was a weird angle to do things at. That looked like it's in the sky. A massive icebreaker pushes through the waves and arrives at the shore. Lifeboats are sent to shore. It isn't long until all that remain are on deck. Before you stands an old lady draped in finery. A face you recognise from the Tinned Peaches. Minerva Apperton. Templeton steps forward as Minerva and her crew approach your group. Wait, she looks familiar. Is that the woman from the tin food cans? Captain, I never expected Minerva to travel herself. It is commendable. Indeed. You best allow me the introductions, Captain. I'm certain she will have many questions. Templeton approaches the group. Minerva, it is good to... Where is the Viscount? Bitch, don't start with me or I'll fucking slap that feather off your hat. Rufus Hunt has much to explain. Where is that man hiding? Hunt? Well... Do you know what? I'm going to be honest. Rufus Hunt abandoned the mission. He left us to die. Disappointing, but hardly surprising. You should all consider yourselves fortunate. Had we not seen the eruption, we likely would not have found you. You are Officer Robin Shaw, correct? In Hunt's absence, that would make you acting captain, if I am not mistaken. That would be correct. If what you say of Hunt is true, you've been leading this expedition for quite some time. Minerva Shaw has... Richard, please, I am speaking with the captain. Wow. Yes, but... Your counsel will be appreciated once I request it. For now, I would like to hear from Shaw. I mean, I don't particularly like Templeton, but fuck me, that's a bit rude. You've been waiting a year for this conversation, Shaw. I shan't waste our time making small talk. You stand here without the Viscount. Why is that? Is the whip sound appropriate here? Yes. I'll be honest, fuck it. I prioritise guaranteeing that my safe's crew passage, fuck me, my crew's safe passage home over your mission. Interesting that you do not consider the ability to achieve both a personal failure. I won't mix words, Shaw. From what I understand, you made the conscious decision to abandon the mission you were hired for, breaching your contract. An offence of this degree will see you answering to the courts. You understand? I'll accept whatever legal punishment is expected. I know I did the right thing. If nothing else, your confidence is admirable. Do any of... Actually, no, we don't have any sounds that would fit there, really. A whip sound would make sense there, but yeah. Do any of you remaining take issue with this? Bloody hell, I wouldn't expect Hammond to be the first one. You don't know how much Shaw has saved the useless arses around here. We owe Shaw more than anything. I would stake my career and reputation on the work of Robin Shaw. My word may not mean... may not be worth much anymore, but it's true. No, we can't have one. With all due respect, Lady Apperton, it would be a great error to apprehend Shaw. Without the captain's diligence, this crew would have starved to death long ago. Yeah. Oh, how's this going to go when it gets to fucking... What's his face? Grimley. I can vouch for Shaw's work. I have multiple recordings and documents should you need them. I struggled for quite a while, but Shaw pushed us on. I wouldn't be here were it not for the captain's leadership. Look, dead, so abstain, obviously. Unsurprising. Nice. Not surprised. Oh, I lost too much because of the food. No! Literally just because of the food. Because fucking Junior was on my side until we stopped having enough food to feed people. I mean, it was 9-4 and 15 who refused to reply, not to say no, so technically we still did fine. That is enough from you all. I have heard enough. You have your defenders, but I do not see enough reason to believe them. You will return to land with us, but as a prisoner. Once we return, you will be tried by the courts. Understood? I mean, I did say yes, I'm fine with this. Minerva's men move forward, restraining you. You are led back to the ship. People like that are just dumb as fuck. Like, would it have made a difference if we'd found your bloody fucking Viscount if we were all dead? No, because we wouldn't have had enough people to survive as long as we did if we had people that were dead. So, fuck off. You sit in your cell and slowly get visited by those still loyal to you. Captain, I suppose now it's just Shaw. I cannot believe you're being held like this, it's not right. Will they do the same to me if they found my work unsatisfactory? I know not what lies ahead, but I'm worried for both of us. Goodbye. Damn. I can't believe that they would just lock you up like this. My own record can attest that this expedition was far from the smoothest, yet it pains me. You did what you could to be punished for that. I will do all I can to spread the word to see you freed from this. Even if the Apatons attempt to censor my report, I won't give up on your story. That's up. I fear this may be the last time we have the pleasure of speaking. Not now, Stanbury. Even the dog's sad about it. Life is unfair. I wish I could provide you with better guidance. Perhaps they will come to see sense in the future. Sure, it really is a great shame to see you like this. I'm sorry it had to come to this. Let us hope that it can be cleared up once we reach land. Until then, try to keep your spirits up. For your sake and my own, take care. How'd we end up in this bloody mess? I've tried talking to Minerva, but she won't hear a bloody word of it. We tread through the ice and shit together. Wasn't perfect, but I know you were trying your best. All that and you're stuck behind bars. Bloody disgrace. It fucking is as well. You sink into yourself and stare at the cell walls. Robin Shaw, I must admit, I never expected to see you leading the charge upon the shore. You were Hunt's own selection. I had little faith in the man's judgment. I see that doubt was not misplaced. Yet you went with him, why? He had the experience required. More so, he was desperate enough to take the work. Only the most desperate would brave the waste as you did, correct? Minerva Apaton grips her cane tight, her eyes upon you, judging, piercing. You must not take this fate as a negative, Shaw. It will be beneficial for you to see the silver lining. Your journey is at an end now. Finally, you may rest. What a bitch. Comes in at the end just to fucking put me in prison. For saving her fucking crew. Some weeks later. Here it is, final draft, should be ready for print in tomorrow's copy. A tin food company investing so heavily in an expedition like this, wonder what they were looking for. What do you think my next investigation is on? You never stop, do you? No wonder you love those explorers and survivalists. The idea of taking a rest doesn't register to you, does it? No, it doesn't. Disappearing for a year, then coming back with this, an epic tale of survival against the elements at the end of the world. Here I was, thinking you'd finally gotten yourself killed. I'm afraid to say you haven't seen the last of me, not at all. I think this is going to show us what everyone's up to. Why is Hammond in the fucking theatre? Kurt, you bloody Egypt. What is it, Clive? I'm left-handed, I'd throw a punch with my left hand. But with the current blocking, it looks better if you throw with your right. Then change the bloody blocking then. Ah, right you are, Clive. Your attention to detail is impeccable. It's what you pay me for. Can you believe it, old chum? 2 weeks and the tale of the Temperance, our tale, will be on stage. I'm sorry, it's only been a few weeks, like a few weeks or months, whatever it said. And then we're already ready to do a play. Sorry? How fucking quick did they get around to this? Look at this, our old scrap-up, just as I remember it. The way you remember it's got more holes in it than cheese. Perhaps, I am getting up there in years. A good thing to grow old, I've learned. Don't you think, old friend? Aye, I do. No internet, what else are they going to do? I mean, I could think of at least something they could be doing if they've been off on fucking that adventure for an entire year. Just saying. I could think of something they could be filling their time with. Alright, who ordered the full fry? Me, probably. Here, Junior, who's the musician? Come on now, can't you see the resemblance? It's my brother, Grimly. I can tell him to keep it down if you like. Not at all, he's doing a tremendous job. You hear that, Grimly? Always humble. He's got another accordion! Can I smash it? Can he bring it to prison and say hi so I can smash it? Please welcome Lady Ingrid Cordelia Weston. Cordell enters the gala. To the shock of many, a dog follows at her side. The woman gently nuzzling the creature's head. Try not to get too excited, Stanbury. It's only a gala. Lady Weston, what is the meaning of this? Sir, you call me by name, yet I have no idea who you are. Well, you should know that I was not asking. You cannot bring a mutt with you. How odd. I seemed perfectly capable of doing so a moment ago. Yes, this way, Stanbury. Many hands to shake, names to forget, that sort of bother. I would prefer to be home before late. The pups need fed. Cordell moves across the room, her faithful dog in tow. What else we got? Nutley and Cash are still together at the entrance of the barber shop belonging to Arthur Nutley Sr. Nervous? Always, yes. But are you more or less nervous than usual? Less nervous, more giddy? A good sort of nervous, I suppose. Nutley enters, followed by Casher. Is that him? He's coming this way. Arthur Nutley Sr. spots his son from across the shop. Arthur, my goodness, is it really you? Anyone who names their child their exact name needs sectioning. There should be no senior, junior. Stop naming your child after yourself, you vain fuckers. Father, The doctor isn't able to begin his sentence, interrupted by the barber throwing his arms around him, granting him a constricting hug. It's you, my boy, you're alive. True, it has been a year. I mean, I could easily go a year without seeing my parents, but I'd at least talk to them like elsewhere. We have the means. The younger Arthur hesitates, surprised, before returning the hug from his father. Does your mother know? Your sister? Unless they've read it in the paper. Speaking of, I wrote something for you. Nutley hands his father an envelope. Please read it, sometime when I'm not here. Of course, I will. Casher clears her throat. Pleased to meet you, sir. Casher Belford. Ah, don't think I didn't notice you. How do you know my son? I hope he hasn't gotten himself in trouble. Arthur, in trouble? Hardly. Father, Casher and I well, think you see that we're an item. Arthur Sr. pauses for a moment before a grin appears on his face. Son, you have been busy. Come, sit, I have much to hear. You know full well the actual response there was, oh God, I thought you were gay. I thought you were gay, son. Templeton sits alone in his office within the Apperton Botanical Gardens. Reaching into his front pocket, he pulls out a single cigarette, placed it in his mouth and lights up. And that's it, that's all he does. He just has a smoke. Also, why the fuck was why is this blank on stream? Oh, I got... Oh! You can't see those, but basically I just got 5 that were for surviving with someone else, so clearly they can die. 1 for surviving with a stowaway, 1 for... Like, that was a lot, that was a lot. What the... Hang on. Why the fuck has console capture re-enabled itself? Fuck off. Well, there's a weird bug. OBS, are you okay? If I open the stream overlay, it just disables the view at all. It disables the entire fucking thing. Give me a second. What did I just get achievements for? Where are they? Achievements. So we got Survive with Cordell alive and loyal to you. Survive with Hammond alive and loyal to you. Survive with Casher alive and loyal to you. Survive with Kurt alive and loyal to you. Survive with Nutley alive and loyal to you. Survive the Ice as Minerva's prisoner. Survive the Ice unstained. What am I? Fuck me, there's loads. I've only got 18 of 47 achievements. Oh yeah, because all the people that weren't loyal to me. That's a lot of them. There is literally one for complete the game with no loyalty left from anybody. Oh god. That never happened.
119 must have missed the epic cooking stream gone wrong saga. Burnt's attempt at making microwave spaghetti still haunts us all.
First off, if I had the means to do a cooking stream, I would. However, I would never microwave spaghetti. That's disgusting. Anyone microwaves fucking spaghetti, you get the fuck out. Reheat, not relevant. That's a separate issue. Cooking it. No. Challenge accepted. Oh, the air was cold of flake and white. A captain made a pledge. Go on then. But in the dark I lost myself, now changed for life instead. To the souls around who brought me here, beyond this polar's edge, a hunger drew the desperate here. Such lonely souls were led. What did I do when steel hearts broke and courage did abscond? I've led these souls, so help the gods, out of the pale beyond. I mean, if you're eating tin spaghetti, also get out. Just get a pan first. Tin spaghetti is a bit grim, but if you're going to do it, get a pan. Heat it up properly. It bugs me when Tom fucking cooks and he does like baked beans because the baked beans go in the microwave. Like, no, you fucker. Get a pan. But yeah, we're finished. We're done. Right. I would assume there's no like post-credits thing because it wouldn't make much sense for it to have it. Probably wait to see if George's going to say when he's going live because I'm pretty sure he said he was streaming today. That's bugged as fuck, but let's see what the ones that oh my god, there were 17 hidden achievements remaining as well. Jesus Christ. So the ones that I can see that I didn't get. Templeton alive and loyal, Junior alive and loyal. Actually losing, like succumbing to the ice, like fully death, not making it to the end. Survive the ice with all crew alive, so no deaths. Survive with Grimly alive and loyal. Meet all crew members in the prologue, which apparently I didn't do. I must have missed someone. Become stained with awareness. Interesting. Survive the ice with all crew alive and loyal. Survive the ice on hard mode. Complete the game with no loyalty left from anyone. Survive the ice without bringing Runt and his father, so deny them at the start. And deplorable, the worst fates. I don't know what that is either. I love how it's saying pause, but it's still going up. Also, why is it go... Wait, have I got transparency capture on? Yes, I have. Is that what's fucking everything? It fucking is as well. Allow transparency is apparently broken. Yeah, you can see these now. Yeah, so these were the ones that popped up at the end. So survive with different people alive and loyal. Survive as the prisoner. And survive unstained. Whatever the fuck that means. And there's 17 hidden. God damn. Can you see these? Is there any way to see the hidden ones? There is. Go down with the temperance, so fuck up and sink. Hang on. I want to see them. Forgo rescue to complete the mission. So the opposite of what I did at the end. Win the vote as Viscount at the Viscount and survive. We didn't get to the vote to the Viscount, so I'm guessing that's not. Yeah, we didn't see that. Go down with the temperance. Sail the Viscount home. Save Cash's camera. Send out an envoy for rescue. Observe the Viscount burn. Survive the ice with Minerva's support. Don't think I'd ever want it. Smash the Carpenter's accordion. Wait, I did that. Is it just because I didn't do it the first time? Because there was like three chances to do it. But I did smash it. Convince Hunt to sail with you home on the Viscount. Well, that's a kind of spoiler for anyone that hasn't got to that point. Hunt's there. Get marooned or maroon someone else. Marooned? The fuck? Lose an ear? Seal your own fate. Offer Hunt an alternative and see it through. Survive the ice with Hunt as captain. Survive the ice with Templeton as captain. And no explanation, just comeuppance. Well, okay. Well, okay. That's us done, though. That's that done. I mean, I'm pretty sure George is supposed to be streaming today. Based on things we were talking about in mod chat. But he's not online anywhere yet, so I'm assuming he's going to be a minute if he is streaming. So